I can't. There you go. Ooh, they got 28 weeks later,
Yeah,
28 days
28 days
later.
later. This isn't something we can do in one stream. I don't think we might if we're kind of fast paced, we might be able to knock this out. But that's a lot of movies to get through. I don't think we do this
Because what they do,
in one
if you
video.
if you, if you look at it, if you go down to Chucky, they've got all of the Chuckies. That's how they were able to do it. It
Right.
was like
That's what.
Chucky
So
one,
it's
two,
it's
three,
an entire
Hellraiser one, two, three.
franchise.
Halloween, yeah. So we could just take and be like, Halloween,
Yeah.
all of the Halloweens go here. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Mhm. Okay.
And that'll knock it out.
Okay. So let's do this one. I like this one because it's got a lot to work with. You know. Um. And then we can always throw ones that we haven't seen into the haven't seen. So that'll probably knock out half of these. But I've seen a lot of these. Um.
The
Okay.
Brood,
So
I haven't seen that one.
let's get started. Let's go.
Well, what's that first one right there?
1408. The one with Joan
Uh,
Cusack where he was stuck in the hotel room.
okay.
That was more thriller. That wasn't really horror to me.
I don't really remember that. So,
So I'll give it a ranking. As far as horror movie, it's probably D tier. It's not scary. It's a good movie though, so I don't want to give it F tier as if it's a bad movie, but it's not a good horror movie because it's not scary. It's good and it's thrilling and it's kind of mind bending. It's kind of like Shutter Island on how kind of twisty it is. Remember Shutter Island when Leo DiCaprio? How you kind of didn't really know what was going on. It's kind of freaking you out. It was that kind of thing. And it kind of gave you a little bit of claustrophobia because he's stuck in that. He's literally stuck in that hotel room. He can't get out because of like changing shape and stuff. It's a
yeah.
good movie. Bad horror movie.
Okay.
28 days later.
28 days later and 28 weeks later to me is going up in the it's going into
Let me
what's
get
the
rid of
top
this.
one?
That I deleted it. It's S tier. It was GOAT category. It was just like greatest of all time. But I think S tier is that's speaking for itself. Do you think I should have one that's above S tier? I don't think that I need one above S tier. I think
No,
S tier
no,
is for the best of the
absolutely
best.
not.
Okay.
I think that 28 weeks later, 28 days later is unforgettable when you think about zombie movies and stuff. It's kind of unforgettable. I was wondering where it went.
I would drop kick the
I
ring and
searched
grudge
it.
girls in an instant. I mean, you could try.
Well, he got on the table and he got it because it was
You could try them grudge girl. That
it was
grudge girl didn't
bad.
play no game. She was ripping niggas' jaws off. She ripped the
28
dude jawbone off.
should we say that 28 days later and 28 weeks later should that go into the I think that I think it's one of those ones that's just unforgettable. I can put it on the top to me.
So what is that in your S tier?
I would because it's one of those ones that's like
See, this
when
is
you just
why I want you to have your own tier list because I wanna see what our two tier lists look like because I'm not putting them in S tier, neither one. I might put 28 weeks later in S tier, but 28 days later was good. But like, if you go back and rewatch it, it still holds up somewhat, but not as much as we liked it. You know what I mean? Like, which is kind of similar because it's unfortunate because like a lot of movies from back in the day don't hold up as well as they do. That the nostalgia of them, it give you an inaccurate weighing. So for me, 28 days later would probably go in A tier along with 28 weeks later.
the A is fine.
Yeah, cause like 28 Days Later basically like redefined the zombie genre along with Dawn of the Dead, like the new Dawn of the Dead.
New Dawn of the Dead is going to S tier.
Going S tier easy, but like
All day.
the fast zombie thing, 28 Days Later and Dawn of the Dead, those really broke the mold with that. You know, it made zombies scary again to me, cause
Make
zombies
zombies
was not scary
make
back in the
zombies
day.
scary again.
Literally,
Yeah,
Maza.
I could go with the A tier
Okay,
instead of the yeah. That's cool.
so this one is A Nightmare on Elm Street, and it's got
Nightmare on
all
Elm
of
Street
them.
is going to it's going the first one and the second
Mm-hmm.
one's going to it's going to the S for me.
Nightmare on Elm Street. The first
One and
two are
two
going in the S.
all day.
Okay, okay. I thought, goodness. Woo. Stubborn cough.
The other ones can go on down to the
I
D
was
as
gonna
far as
say
I'm
like
concerned.
that. These last one. I know Dream Warriors. Is that the third one?
I don't know because I stopped watching them because they got stupid.
What?
So,
Ask Pop. What's the third? The third Nightmare on Elm Street.
what's the third Nightmare on Elm Street, baby?
Third one?
Yeah.
There was like 5 of them.
There's 5 of them. The last 2 are easy F tiers. Honestly, some of the worst horror movies.
I would say the third.
I'm putting
one,
all of them down here.
Yeah.
4, 5, and Freddy's Dead. All of these are actual garbage movies. Like they just needed to stop.
Yeah, especially the last one, the 5th one. That was just stupid.
Yeah. The third one, I'll put it in D tier just to be safe because I don't even remember it.
Nah, I don't remember it.
I actually enjoyed Freddy vs. Jason. Oh wait, I'm so behind on chat. Aren't half the best American horror movies knockoffs of Japanese horror movies? Not all of them are Japanese, but a lot of American horror movies are knockoffs of some foreign horror movie. Like Wreck is the original, and Quarantine is the knockoff. I didn't know that until I saw Quarantine and then watched the original, which was literally a shot for shot that an American took from the original people who didn't have an international release. They remade it in America and gave it an international release. So they really just kind of rough dude off of his own his own intellectual property and was able to do it legally somehow by giving it a new name. Kind of a messed up story about a good horror movie, but yeah. And it sucks because I really liked Quarantine.
Mhm. That's what we do. We're good at that, ripping other people's stuff off.
Right. 28 days later, got to be A tier. Oh yeah, easy A tier. Real terror. I mean, 28 weeks later though. Like, which one is better? 28 days later, 28 weeks later. Like, I'm going 28 weeks later. I think that's just a better movie, but not to down 28 days later. I think 28 weeks later really is just so good. 28 days later is a zombie film.
I like the one with the. I like the one with the girl.
Which girl? Both of them had girls in it.
Did they have when they was trying to hold them hostage?
Oh, okay, that's the first one. Yeah.
Did they have one World War Z on here?
I don't know, Ma. There's 350 movies. I can't tell which ones they have. I know as much about this list as you do.
They got them in alphabetical order though.
They do not.
Yeah, they do.
They do not.
They do.
They do not.
B, Blob, Blob.
Ma, we started with Freddy, the Nightmare on Elm Street.
A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, you're actually right. Because this basket case and the babysitter, I'm looking at the first letter like the. You're absolutely right. So if that's the case, we'd have to check the bottom. They do have World War Z.
Okay.
They do. Is that the Predator? Oh God, I can't wait to give that an F tier.
You know what? You're so funny.
I can't wait to get to you. I'm giving you a below F tier. What the hell is Alien vs Predator doing here? I know. It technically is sci-fi horror though, because Predator movies, like think of it, the original Predator film was sci-fi horror, and Alien, that's horror, sci-fi horror. They're both sci-fi horror. So technically, they do have to, like when you're talking horror, they are 2 horror characters. Like they are, which is crazy because you think of them as just sci-fi, but they're actually not. So I don't know. A New Nightmare. I don't remember that one.
I don't remember it. Don't want to remember it.
I'll just go to haven't seen then. Freddy vs. Jason. I had a lot of fun with that movie.
I didn't watch it because I was so over it.
That's the one with Kelly Rowland.
And you know what's so funny is because I grew up with Nightmare on Elm Street. Like Nightmare on Elm Street was one of the first, besides The Exorcist, was one of the first real hardcore scary movie that I saw that kept me up. Like,
yeah,
I was scared to go to sleep, like, for real.
Yeah,
because I think I was like maybe how old were we? I was like 10 when Nightmare on Elm Street came out. I was like 10, and man, I'm telling you, it was like it was horrifying. So for them to start messing it up to the point where I stopped watching it, to me that's a bad thing. If you make me stop watching something that was horrifying in my childhood to the point where I'm just like, man, Freddy, go sit down somewhere.
Yeah. It sucks because they ruined it.
They did, and they did that to uh Jason Voorhees and uh what's the other one? Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like
yeah.
stop
They
trying
ruined
to.
pretty much all of the iconic characters. I mean, think about it. Just how I was talking, the Predator. The Predator was such a for
Yes.
me personally, I was never scared of the Predator because I'm like, yo, if I run into a Predator and he want to kill me, it is what it is. I'd be like, yo, just before you kill me, I just want to tell you your armor look really cool. All right, you know, okay, before you kill me, can you take me home so I can at least see your home planet and then kill me, skin me, do all that extra stuff? You put my skull up here, it'll look good right on that wall on that mantle, cause like I got a big head, so put it right there next to
He
that
said, "You're
alien
a nice."
skull.
He
So
said,
that's
"You're a
how you
nice
want to do
lady."
that. That's cool. Can I see your home planet? Can I wear your mask on the ride home? Can I drive? Like I be trying to be friends with it because like it was never scary to me. Like the xenomorph alien was scary because it was like an animal. You know,
He said, "Can
it's
I
got the tail.
can I see your helmet?"
I'd be like, oh, you strong. You got big muscles. Big alien muscles.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
nah, you had me cracking up that one time. I'll be telling everybody you said that when aliens drive by Earth, they lock their
Oh
doors.
yeah, they drive by Earth and hear gunshots and nukes going off.
They said, "Hey kids, roll up the windows and lock
Daddy,
the
what's
doors. We're
down
going
there?
past
We don't talk
Earth."
about that, son. We don't we don't talk about Earth. You don't say Earth in this car, in this vehicle. You watch your mouth, young man. Young Glorxian, you watch your mouth. We don't talk about Earth in this car.
Hey, they be on other planets like Mother Earth.
Mother Earther. Like, how dare you talk about my mama like that? She ain't from Earth. Like, hey, your mama's so dirty, she wash up with humans. Like, oh, hell nah.
Mother Earther.
Mother, roll up the spaceship windows.
You're so stupid.
That's legit though, cause I'm like, yo, that's how I would feel if I was an alien. I'd be like, dang, that planet dirty. It's got all them bugs on it.
He said, "Okay, kids, roll up your windows." Oh, ignorant.
Goodness. Freddy versus
God.
Jason. I mean, look, I know it's bad, right? I know it's a bad movie.
Man, put it in a D because you like it.
I'm not saying I liked it. I said I had fun watching it. Like
Put
when
it
I
in a
first seen it when
D.
it came out, it was a lot of fun. So it's a bad movie, but it's a fun watch. It's one of those fun bad movies.
Yeah,
Does
put
that
it in
make
a D.
sense? Like it's not like I hate it, so I can't put it in F tier.
Put it in the D. Well, put it in the D.
Put it in the
Nightmare on
D.
Elm Street.
This is the
Nightmare
new
on Elm
one.
Street.
I never saw that though. I never saw the new one,
I
the
didn't know they
remake.
had a new one.
Oh well, put it never
I
seen.
bet you. I bet you it was really bad.
I
like they did Jeepers Creepers. Like, why y'all do that?
look. If they could have had a budget for Jeepers Creepers and wouldn't have had $50, then maybe they'd have been able to do something with it. But y'all spent your whole budget on Jeepers Creepers makeup and you ain't have nothing else.
Oh my gosh, it was. I was so mad. Like, stop it. I loved one, and oh my god, I loved two with the kids on the bus.
Oh my gosh.
Granny.
Okay, look, let's get to it because I guarantee it's on here. 350 movies, it's got to be. Alien, the first Alien. I
First
personally
Alien. First
have not
Alien.
seen the first Alien. It's a little
It's
older for
going
me.
in. It's going in the A.
A, okay. I gotta take
Oh
your
my
word
gosh.
for ones that like are older to the point where I actually haven't seen them. I gotta take your word for it because like Alien, like I haven't watched any of the Aliens until like some of the more recent ones. I saw Alien 3, which I thought was not good.
Baby, it's Aliens. The first Aliens. Is that the top tier, or is that going in the greatest of all times? The number first Aliens.
I like the first one.
You didn't like it?
Second one was beast.
Second one went hard in the paint. So which?
That's when they went to the nasty shit. The first one was a talkie.
That's the
It
one where
was
he
a
was trying to
talkie.
choke her.
It was
That
a
was the one he
talkie.
was trying to
The
choke her.
robot was more scarier than the alien was.
Ain't that the one where he
Oh,
was doing the little knife thing on the dude's hand, Walter?
was
That
he doing a
nigga-
nice thing on the girl's hand, on their hand?
That's the second one.
That's the
Oh, that's the
second one,
second one?
and I don't remember the first one.
The first one was when remember she came back in that capsule. It was that the black dude in it, and they stayed on the ship.
The number one is where
I'm
he
looking
tried
for
to
the
stuff the
Exorcist. I don't
he tried
see
to
it.
stuff the magazine in her throat, right?
Yes,
That
yeah,
was number
the
one.
robot did,
Where
yeah.
the thing busted out of her stomach.
Hmm. No, yeah, yeah.
But you
It's
say
not
you
on
didn't
here.
like it?
No, I mean it was slow.
It's not on here.
Go to
That's
go to the
crazy.
ease. Go to the ease.
I did. I looked. It's right here. I'm looking on ease. It's. I don't know. Estabanzo Diablo. I don't know what that is. Escape Room.
How do you not? You gotta have
Event
exorcism,
Horizon.
bro.
Evil Dead. Army of Darkness.
No, no. You
Oh,
gotta
here it
have
is. I looked past it. I overlooked it. It's right there.
I was like, you can't have a
I was so
scary movie.
confused. I'm like, how you got all of the horror movies ever, but not this one? The music in
Okay,
Jeepers
so
Creepers more terrifying than anything. I mean, the Jeepers Creepers
consider
was so freaking scary.
number two, the aliens. Number two, aliens should go in one of the goats, the S list.
Okay, so number two was the okay. So even I remember bits and pieces of the second one because I thought that's what it was. So we'll go Alien 2 in the S tier.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put it in
no,
A tier because I don't think either one
no,
of us can accurately give it S
Called
tier.
Alien. The
I
second one's
can.
called Alien.
You can?
Yeah, it
Is
went hard as
and
hell.
oh, is that the one Dad was vouching for?
Yes,
Okay. Is it cool if I move the first one down to B tier then since it's a talkie?
yeah.
Okay. Alien 3. I didn't like Alien 3. Thought it was a bad movie. I'm putting that one
I
in
don't
D tier.
remember. I don't remember Alien 3.
Alien Resurrections. I don't remember that
He
one.
fumbled.
Huh?
He fumbled the ball. He
Oh,
tried to stretch it out.
Alien Resurrection, babe. I don't remember that.
Is that the one with the hybrid one,
Yeah.
the real ugly one that gets sucked out the
Dude,
spaceship?
Rock, dude.
The what?
The dude Rock. Remember that show Rock?
Yeah,
Black
yeah,
dude
yeah.
when he was a preacher and
Hmm.
they was in that prison.
Oh, it was pretty decent,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
that was pretty good.
Put it up in the B.
In the B?
I think that was Resurrection.
In the B.
I'm putting it in C. Prometheus. It's not a horror movie. Like
Prometheus was kind of like trying to say the origin. No, your dad said it was sci-fi. It shouldn't be
it's
horror.
definitely sci-fi.
He said it's sci-fi.
I'm making a new
Prometheus is
tier.
pretty.
Add a row below.
Not horror.
Not horror. Literally,
Right.
not
Not
horror.
horror.
That way, like, if some are just like, I can't even give that a grade because it's not horror, then I won't grade it.
Okay.
Prometheus,
So
you're not horror, you're sci-fi.
yeah,
Alien, this is the new Alien.
the new Alien. I don't remember the new Alien, so I haven't seen it.
That's when it came out right after Prometheus. I did watch it, and it was cool. I'd probably put it up in the C tier. It wasn't scary. I don't want to give it a D tier because it wasn't a bad movie either. It was just really neutral, like really just, all right, cool. It's a movie. Alien versus Predator, one of my favorite movies of all time. Like I know that this is,
Is that the one with Sine Lathan? Oh, that's a goat.
it's definitely like this is. But the funny thing is, nobody would really agree with this. Like this is S tier for me. I love this movie. Like this is when I first watched this. I've
But you
watched
know,
this movie so many times.
here's the crazy thing, though. To be honest with you, it's not horror.
But it's not. It really isn't. It's more of what,
But it's
like
still
action, sci-fi thriller.
action sci-fi thriller, but it's still a goat. You
Yeah,
know what
but
I
it's
mean?
two horror characters, so it's honestly on the same aspect of like Freddy versus Jason, where that one wasn't really a horror movie. It was, but it wasn't. It had a lot of action. It's two characters fighting the whole movie, so
Yes,
it's that kind of thing.
I'm still going to say, just from us personally, I'm going to go and give it a goat.
Yeah. First alien was scary for me. The belly scene, yeah. Yeah, the whole thing with the alien popping out your chest, I mean, that thing is scary.
You know what
That's
movie?
scary.
You know what movie was pretty good that probably wouldn't make this list, and I know that people are gonna be like, "Nah, that's stupid." But I really, really enjoyed that Hansel and Gretel.
That was a fun movie, but is that horror? Because I think that's more
Was
sci-fi.
that
More sci-fi
that
thriller.
was that was dope because the witches was scary, man.
Which is where, yeah, they had good effects. I thought it was a good movie.
Man, that was Face Off, like on steroids. That show we used to
Oh,
watch,
this
Face
is,
Off.
yeah, oh yeah. It was good.
Them witches was
AVP
dope.
2. That is just Alien versus Predator 2. It wasn't a very good movie. D tier.
I never saw it.
Only reason I'm biased. It's honestly probably objectively it's an F tier movie. But it did have some good action. The characters, the human characters in that movie, ooh, they were bad. And most of them couldn't act. The only thing that saved this movie from being an actual F tier is the fact that you got to see some Alien versus Predator fighting. And they was scrapping at the end. They was going in, beating that man. One of them took the tail and stabbed the Predator through the back, and he took his little wrist thing and jammed it up the alien's face. Yeah, that Predator in that movie was going bananas. He was killing everybody and everything. He killed any person who was in front of him. He was like, "You're dead. Don't get in my way. Don't even look at me wrong, and I'm a body you." He was that was the only saving grace of this movie. The only reason why it's not an F tier. Decent idea for a movie, terrible execution. American Psycho. I hear a lot of good things about this movie, but I never seen it.
Never saw it.
Haven't seen. American Psycho 2. Well, haven't seen it. Anaconda. The one with Ice Cube. This is a good movie.
But it's not horror movie. But
it's definitely horror genre. I wouldn't consider it scary though. That's the thing. It's a horror genre movie, but it's not scary to either of us.
Anaconda though.
Right here.
I'm gonna put it on a C. I'm sorry.
I think that's fair. I was thinking C. Like I wouldn't give it anything above a C. Maybe you could make an argument for B for nostalgia, but nah, I don't think it's above C. Like I remember really enjoying that because it was the first time I really seen like a black character in a horror movie survive. And it was Ice Cube of all people, and he lived after like trying to do some heroic stuff. Oh, you go D tier for Anaconda? I mean that's fair. That's a fair argument. I really enjoyed it for what it was worth.
No, he dropped it.
The second one is F tier though. What is this? An American Werewolf in London.
Oh my god, I love that movie.
I don't remember it. I remember An American Werewolf in Paris. That's the one I remember.
The American Werewolf in London. I remember the one in Paris too, but American Werewolf in London was quite scary. But I'm gonna put, what would you say, a B or a C? American Werewolf in London.
Probably B.
That's
For
at
the
B.
time that you know what I'm saying?
For the era. That's what I was saying.
Right.
For our age.
Yeah.
It was like scary for our age.
Yeah, because we can't rate these movies as if we're watching them like today. You know, like we can't be like, oh, if you go back and watch an American Werewolf in London right now, it doesn't hold up. Like that's not really the thing. Some movies stand the test of time, and I think those are S tier movies. Like if you could go back and watch a movie right now from the '90s and it still hold up and be scary and be entertaining, then I think that's what makes a S tier movie a S tier movie.
Honestly, like the Night of the Living Dead, a lot of people wouldn't think so, but Night of the Living Dead was terrifying. You know what I mean? When we were younger, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like that's definitely a movie that you'd have to weigh it on its nostalgia and not what like it looks like now, because I know that a lot of them were just wearing like blue face paint. You know what I mean? Like so.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a movie that holds up. Annihilation is not a horror movie, but it is really good.
What was that about? I don't remember.
That's the one where they go into this thing, it's like the ether or something like that, and it's real confusing. It's I wouldn't say it's really good, but it's decent. It's not horror. It's not horror.
I've never seen it.
Yeah. Apollo 18, never seen. Did you see that?
Apollo 18 is not horror in any way, shape, or form.
Ain't that the one where they was getting killed on the moon?
Apollo 18, baby, isn't that Tom Hanks?
No, that's the scary movie. The scary Apollo 18. It is Apollo 18, and the people were getting dragged off. It's like it was saying this is why we never went back to the moon, because it was like a thing, the monster up there that was killing people. It's on Netflix.
I never saw it.
A Quiet Place.
Where did you put it?
I put it in Haven't Seen.
Oh, okay. A Quiet Place?
I didn't like A Quiet Place.
Number one or two?
Neither. Thought they were both.
I liked number one.
The first one was decent. The first one was a decent watch. It was good because I liked the cinematography and I liked that there was no talking in it. Like the movie was practically silent for the first like 45 minutes.
Because it has to. You have to watch a movie and you have to be scared. It's an emotional movie, and I like things that can make me feel.
Yeah, it does make you feel something. The first one makes you feel something. The second one is not good.
Horrible.
So the
Yeah.
first
So
one
I'm
I
gonna
can give
say
it credit. I'll give it. What do you think? B?
it could be a B
Okay, we give
or
it a
a
B.
C.
I'll give it a B. I think I'm fine with a B. As Above, So Below was a fun horror movie, but it's nothing above a C for me. I don't even
It was
know.
it was it was weird. It was stupid.
It
It was
wasn't
not what I
scary.
expected.
So I think
It
D.
it, it got decent at the end, and I was just like like you said, the last 10 minutes will blow you away.
Yeah. Like I had fun with it because it was like interesting. I like the ideas in the movie, but it wasn't scary by any means. And it was just somewhat interesting.
Then give it a D.
And I just give it a D tier. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. You ever seen that?
Never
Never even heard of it.
No.
This movie, I can't read that.
Where?
This
I
is
can't.
this
I can't see it. Bring it down some. Babadook.
no, this is this movie right here that I put up in the
I
it's
can't
in the
see it.
haven't seen tier right now. Yeah, my mouse is on it right now.
Oh.
This
What? Never even heard of it.
Yeah, I can't even read it. It's in a different language.
Oh, pretty cool. Might have to check it out. All right.
Autopsy of Jane Doe. This is a good movie.
Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Yeah, personally, this is A tier for me. I don't know where you want to put that.
Really?
Yeah, this is a good movie.
I've never seen it. I've
Yeah,
never seen it.
that's a good movie. I like that a lot.
Well, I'm gonna have to check it out if you're putting it in the A tier.
Yeah, that's a good movie. Like
Really?
it's
It goes in the A tier?
yes, it goes in the A tier. Every bit of A tier because not only was it had me suspenseful. I was like, "Oh shoot, what's going down?" It was very well thought out. And it doesn't have a lot of characters, but it was just I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good and I thought it was really well written. I respect a well-written horror movie that doesn't try
Did it-
super hard to be scared. It focuses more on its writing and the weight of the writing and the acting of its characters. Because it's definitely a
Okay.
movie that if the characters cannot act that well, the writing can't save it, even if the writing's really good. We've seen that happen so
Gotcha.
many times. But it's
Yeah, absolutely.
it's definitely an A tier horror movie because of how well it's written and the acting
Okay.
and the prosthetics. Like there's very little I can say negative about the movie.
Okay.
Ooh, Gatorade helped me with my cough. I think my throat was just really dry. I don't know.
You talk so much, it's not gonna help.
I mean that's
Get
true
through
too.
it.
And I streamed like 3 times in a row last week for like 5 hours a day. So I was just
That's
talking and
not
talking and
helping
talking.
your
So that
throat.
might have been why I started coughing so much. I don't know. The Babadook. I haven't seen it.
I think I saw it, but I don't remember it. So let's
Okay.
just put it in.
Haven't
there.
seen. The Babysitter is not a horror movie. I don't care what you say. It technically is a horror movie. It's not a horror movie. It's not scary. It's more funny than it is scary. It's fun to watch. I enjoyed the movie, but it's not a horror movie. I liked it. It's a good movie. Fun.
Never saw it.
Basket Case. I haven't seen any of the Basket Cases.
Never saw it.
Okay, so all 3 of these going haven't seen. Behind the Mask. Haven't seen it.
Never saw it. Never heard of it.
Benny Loves You. Haven't seen it.
Never heard it.
La Dilla. Never seen it. You seen that?
No.
Black Christmas. Haven't seen it.
No.
Blair Witch.
I never liked it.
I don't remember it.
This is what I do like about Blair Witch, that it was the first. It was before its time. It was before everybody was going crazy with these cameras. It was before selfies. It was before, you know what I mean? So
It
was
definitely
like,
was before found footage movies.
Yes, it was. So I think that it was very innovative.
Actually,
You know, it was very different. So just on that itself, I would say a B, just because it was, and it was so popular because it was like, wow, you know. So it's crazy because are we going to rate these on whether they're scary, or we're going to rate them on, you know, how me and you are like, man, the cinematography was great.
Well,
You
I
know
mean,
what
I
mean?
think
Like,
it all goes into it. You know what I mean? Like I said, like the Autopsy of Jane Doe, it's an A tier because of all of the things that make it a good movie, not just its scariness. Like there's movies that I would think that are scarier than this, but could still go in the B tier. But because of all of the things that make it a good movie overall, it's gonna go here. So it's like, and just like AVP, technically it's not a scary movie or a horror movie. It's not a movie that you're really gonna get scared, but it's an S tier movie. We could technically put that in not horror, but I'm going to S tier because I'm biased.
Yeah, so with Blair Witch, I'm gonna say B, just because of it being before its time.
Before, yeah, because it was one of the first kind of found footage style movies I remember seeing. I just remember it being really forgettable and a whole bunch of people being like super scared of it, but I didn't even remember it. Blair Witch
Boy,
2 and 3.
I don't. I After
Didn't
Blair
see?
Witch One, I was just like, stop, everybody because it was like Blair Witch One. People were like, was it real? They were questioning it. You
Yeah,
know what I
they
mean?
were.
Like,
They were.
yeah, yeah. But then two and three, it was like, okay, the cat's out of the bag. You can't go make two and three and make it seem like, oh my gosh, is this real? You know what I
But
mean?
Right.
it's
Like,
real good today.
so I'm gonna say D.
Oh, what are you putting in?
Well, you
Oh,
know what? Number three, I never saw, so I gotta put it in never saw,
and then
and then number
2, you're
two,
putting in D?
yeah.
Okay. At least it's not an F. The Blob? I think The Blob is a good movie,
I thought the
especially for its
Blob was
time.
good. Yeah.
But I don't know where I would put it. I don't know if I'd put it in, like, I can't weigh it accurately for its time because I didn't see
B.
it in its time. B?
B or C for Blob. But
Okay,
Um, I never liked the Blob.
he never liked it. C.
B. Neil deGrasse Tyson would disagree.
I just like how big ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They go the opposite direction and shit.
Wasn't it supposed to be kind of fast or something? It wasn't gelatinous slow?
He kind of feels like we do with Chucky. Like he's like, if
Oh,
this big
yeah.
blob is coming your way, go the
Yeah.
other direction. You know
Yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
not like if I see a big blob, I'm gonna be like, oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Don't.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
scary. The Boy, that's trash. That's a trash movie. I don't care what nobody says. I'm putting it in F tier. It probably doesn't deserve F tier. I'll throw it in D tier. But it's not. The Boy 2, never saw it. I don't
Never
think you
saw
watched
it.
it.
Nope.
Brain Dead, have you seen that?
Nope.
Haven't seen it. The Brood, haven't seen
Nope.
that. Haven't seen it. Candyman,
A.
A. All right.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't seen any of the Candyman. If I'm being honest with
A. All
you.
day.
What about number 2 and 3?
Never seen. Didn't want to.
I heard that they like rarely went down. The new one, did we? I never watched the new one.
I never watched it either.
See it. Cannibal Holocaust.
No.
That's a man. Carrie.
Oh wow. Ooh.
Carrie.
Oh man. Goodness. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it up there. I'm gonna put it in one of the greats.
You going S tier?
Yeah.
I'm cool with that, honestly. I am cool
Yeah.
with that.
Cause I'm telling you, man, that was creepy.
Yeah, Carrie was, she went nuts.
Baby, you put Carrie in the
S
greatest
tier or
of all
A
time,
tier?
one of the GOAT, or you give it an A. He says A, I say a GOAT.
I'm going S tier. I'm going S
I'm
tier.
going, I'm going GOAT with it.
The Cave.
I don't.
That's
Gosh,
the
I
one that's
think
got
I
Morris
saw
Chestnut
it.
in it. Remember?
Ooh.
It's got Morris Chestnut. They went into the cave and was getting attacked by them monsters. I actually just watched this recently.
I don't remember it, and I'm so sad because Morris was in it.
Yeah, it's not scary. It's a good-ish movie, especially for its time. It was probably like a blockbuster, honestly. I think it's probably though, like for me personally, when I'm watching it, it's probably D tier. Especially like the fact that it's not scary at all by no means. The effects, I mean, man, they don't hold up at all, which sucks because I watched it in 2020. Uh,
Well, I don't appreciate it being a B just because Morris was in it.
I know,
Morris
but
being in it,
you know,
Morris being in it was
this is life. This is, sometimes it's just
bad.
the Changeling.
The Changeling Bag, do you remember that? No, I don't remember it.
Haven't seen. Children of the Corn.
B.
I'll say I don't remember Children of the Corn. I remember being scared of it though.
Malachi.
Child's Play, the first one.
Chucky.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Now
Chucky
me,
confused me.
I was never scared of Chucky. I was
As
never
far as
ever
horror,
like I was scared
horror,
of dolls because of Chucky because they were creepy.
give it
But
a
Oh, bro.
Chucky.
Chucky itself, the little dude never really scared me.
Only just for I mean, it made but I was never scared of Chucky.
Exactly. I knew people who were scared of Chucky, but I don't know. I feel like black people was not as scared of Chucky as
I think Chucky was entertaining for us.
Chucky was creepy. That's what he was.
Just for
He
the
was creepy. He
entertainment
wasn't
value.
scary though. It wasn't like if because it's like if you have Chucky and your fight or flight reflexes kick in, 90% of the time we gonna pick fight when it comes to Chucky. Now Michael Myers, that might be a little different. He a big dude. He's scary. He got a knife. They both got the same knife, but one dude is 7 feet tall and the other one is a foot and a half.
I'm going with B just because of what it was. Chucky.
I
Was
can agree with
our-
that for as what it
Yeah.
was a movie. But the
Yeah,
rest of
because-
these, I
because
I
who
never
didn't
saw
know
Child Play
Chucky?
2.
You know what I mean? Who didn't know who Chucky was?
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
He's an iconic character, so you can't not say he's here.
Yeah.
Um,
Number 2, I remembered. I'm still gonna give it a B.
okay, B.
And then 3, the number 3, you can move it on down to the D's. When you get into the 3 of something, this starts fading away into the D's.
Yeah, yeah. You don't really get a good third movie. I can't think of a good third movie of any series. I'm trying to think. Is there a third movie of any series? What's a
Final
third movie?
Destination.
Huh?
Final Destination 3 was pretty good.
It was cool, especially during its time.
hmm I don't know of any other ones.
I can't think of any like third movies because a lot of times the second movie is pretty good. A lot of times you go up in quality on a second movie. That happens somewhat often. Blade 2 is a really good example of that. That's the best of the
Well,
Blade series by far.
Blade 3, was that Dracula?
Yes, that's the trash
That was
one.
horrible.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
got Ryan Reynolds
horrible.
in it.
Ryan
But
Reynolds
Blade
was
2
hilarious.
is the best one. It's
Blade 2 was so
one of the
fucking
best
good.
movies, like actual, like objectively one of the best movies ever to me.
Yeah.
Love that movie.
If you look at Terminator, like Terminator 3 was retarded.
Yeah, Terminator 3 was actually garbage.
The one where they made him a chicken.
They made him a chicken. Why does that sound so?
John. They made him a coward.
Oh
He
yeah,
was
yeah,
like
yeah, 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 yeah. He was
everything.
scared of everything because his mom was a
Yeah.
thug, and then he was all
Yeah.
scary. And the third one, yeah, it was
Yeah.
kind of it was Buns. The third one was Buns.
But 4 came out and beast molded on him.
JCM girl, you said 3. I mean, well, Final Destination, yeah. That mom is saying Final Destination 3. I'm trying to think of any others that like where you think of like, oh, the third one was real good. Like like any third
but
of
if
a
you-
movie is
If you think of-
trash.
if you think of Terminator 3, it was horrible. But then you skip over 3 and go to 4, and it was dog. You know what I mean? It went hard.
I don't even remember. I stopped watching after 3.
Yeah, no, because number 4, if you think about it, number 4 was the one where it was oh my gosh, number 4 went hard. It was so good. But then they followed that up with Arnold Schwarzenegger being in it, and it was dumb.
Oh
So
yeah.
it was like 1, 2, the bomb.
I think
3,
you're missing like 2 more
Four,
Terminators in there, but yeah, because there's like 8 of them. I think
Yeah.
there's legit. I think there's like 7 or 8 Terminator movies. Bride of Chucky is actually a trash movie,
I thought it was hilarious.
but like it's a horror movie. I think it's a bad movie, but it's a fun bad movie.
I mean, I wouldn't watch it.
I think this movie's gotta go D tier because it's like it's a bad movie, but I feel like it's one of those movies that doesn't take itself too seriously. Like it knows
Yeah.
that it's bad, it knows that it's stupid, it knows that it's goofy,
Yeah.
it knows that it's over the top, and it kind of really plays on that.
Yeah.
So I can give it credit for that, but still a bad movie. Hey, what up, Rice? What's going on? Glad you made it. Yup, tier list with Mama. Rice was the one who collabed with me the last time I did a tier list. We had a lot of fun doing that. We did like, I think we did like 5 tier lists in one video. We did like the DreamWorks and Disney ones. We did all of them. Yeah, Mom
Oh
is here
yeah.
on the one. So yep. Seed of Chucky. Oh my God, that one was even worse movie. I'm going F tier for that one.
Yeah. I
As a
think after
whew.
a while, it's just like, who's giving you money to do these?
Curse of Chucky. I didn't watch.
I didn't watch it.
What
I
is that?
didn't watch.
This is
I didn't
Cult
watch.
of Chucky.
It looks like it's got two more, and I didn't watch none of them.
Okay. And this is the new, brand new Child's Play that just came out. I didn't watch that one either.
Me either.
Cloverfield. Cloverfield,
I liked it.
I did. I liked it. I think because this was one of the first, this was, if not one of the first modern found footage movies that like brought in the genre of found footage movies. This is before Paranormal Activity, and like right after this, you saw nothing but found footage style movies after Cloverfield. I thought Cloverfield was
I
crazy.
think I'm gonna give it a B.
I think that I can go. I think I can give it a B. Yeah, I'm cool with a B. Clown? Yeah, I liked Clown. I thought this was good. But apparently people hate this movie. I thought this movie was entertaining.
I never saw it.
It's worth a watch. I think it's on Netflix. It is actually worth a watch. I'm going probably, I think at least C tier. I think that there's an argument can be made it goes B tier.
If people, what are the other viewers saying? The other viewers saying they hate it?
No. Like they're not saying they hate it. I'm saying like the reviews, people were saying to say Curse is F tier. Where's Curse? I don't even see that. You all far ahead. Yeah, I think Clown is at least C tier. I'm actually gonna throw it right in B tier because this is one of those movies that
No.
I didn't have. No, okay, it's up there with Children of Corn. Yeah, I gotta go C tier. Children of Corn. Why are you in C tier? I mean B. No, you're in B tier. Okay. Yeah, I think Clown. There's an argument can be made that it can go in a B tier because it I didn't have no expectations going
I never
into
even
it.
heard of the movie.
It's a newer movie, and I had absolutely zero expectations going into it. And after
I
like
don't
it,
think
it
that you could put something in a B tier that it don't even have that big of a name. You know what I
yes,
mean?
I can because if I think just like Autopsy of Jane Doe, I put that in A tier and it ain't got a big of a name.
That's true.
This movie, if you have no expectations, even if you have expectations, like you like, oh, I heard this movie was good, let's watch it. I think that it surprises you at the fact that it's like, oh, this movie's going in, okay. And I was surprised at it the whole time. So I think C tier is where I'm gonna put it at. The Collector. I remember people freaking out about this movie because Kane stopped wrestling for a minute and he went and did this movie. I didn't enjoy it. Kind of like a murder porn movie, kind of like Saw.
Never saw it.
So yeah, I'm gonna put it into D tier. It's a lot of people would hate that I put it there, but those are the kind of people who like the Saw movies. So take that with how you will. Color Out of Space. Never saw it. Nicolas Cage movie. You see that?
Never saw it. No.
The Conjuring. This is going up there. This might be. I'm throwing it up in. Ooh, it might be S tier. You might be it. You might do B's it.
For what it is, it can because remember they stopped around that time. They really kind of stopped making horror movies. You know
Well,
what
they
I
stopped
mean?
making good horror movies. The Conjuring
Right,
was the
well,
first good horror movie that had
in a
came out,
long
and
time.
I mean at least 5+ years.
And that dude, he's the one who kept coming out with movies. You know what I mean? Like it was just like
Yeah,
he was the only one.
him
who
and
was making
James
horror
Wan.
movies.
Yep, him and James Wan was coming out with the yep. Yo, fun fact: my friend lives 10 minutes from the Conjuring 2 house. That's not cool. He need to move. he need to get gone. He'll be all right. Yeah, giggity gone.
Giggity goo.
The Conjuring 2. Now that one isn't as good, but it's still good. I think that I'm gonna put it in B tier
Yeah, absolutely.
because I don't think it was nearly as good as the first one, but it was still really good.
Yeah, It was.
You could argue for A tier, but I'm not going A tier.
That's cool.
I think Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. This wasn't good. Throwing D tier. You know the biggest thing that made me mad about this is that only a white dude in America could plead demonic possession and get off of murder. I'm just throwing it out there. I feel like this movie would have been way shorter if he was black. And it was like, sir, he was possessed by a demon. Get the hell out of here. Case closed. Give him the chair. Like, you crazy people coming in here talking about demons. I'm looking at one. Look at his black skin. And it was and it was from it was back in the day too. He probably wouldn't have made it to the courtroom. They'd have shot him out there when he had blood on his shirt. He'd be like, I think I hurt someone. Yeah, I'm about to hurt you too. Like, right. I got out the car, he had blood on his shirt. I didn't know what he did, but I took him down.
It was his own blood. Somebody shot him.
Right.
My fault. I was still scared.
Right, I was scared. He looked dangerous. He looked unhealthy. You see how pale he was? Like, yeah, he was losing a lot of blood.
But that scared me.
It scared the heck out of me. He looked like a ghost. And he was black. It didn't make no sense. I didn't know what to think. When I'm afraid of something, I kill it. That's what I do. I get promotions.
Countdown.
Countdown, never seen it.
Never seen it.
Creep, haven't seen it.
Never seen it.
Creep 2, I ain't seen the first one. Critters.
Here's yours. That's yours, Chris.
I listen. It's a goofy, scary movie. I know, but Critters, man, nostalgia is giving you every bit of what you're getting. You're going up in A tier. You're going B tier. You're going B tier. I won't give it that much nostalgia. I'll give it B tier. I can't put you up here with really good quality. S tier and A tier are only reserved for really, really, really good quality. And Critters, even though it's nostalgic, just like Aliens, you gotta, in American Werewolf in London, it fits. You know, it fits. Yeah, Children of the Corn, it fits that theme that we have in B tier. Yeah. I almost did it. You almost got me, Critters. You almost did it. It was close.
I don't remember any of the Critters, so I can't be helpful here.
I only watched the first one. I only remember the first one. So I'm going to put Critters 2 and 3.
All of the other ones.
And 4 and 5? I'm going to put them all and haven't seen. I don't remember the second one. I know I watched it.
I haven't seen Dog Odd.
Haven't seen that. Darkness Falls. This movie had me spooked. That was about the Tooth Fairy. And it was the one where she was haunting that town, and whenever it was dark, that's where she could travel. Like, she could move at light speed, but only in the dark. She could literally be anywhere in the dark at any moment, and she was going hard. She was like a witch, but she was dead. That movie, it was good. And they called her the Tooth Fairy, but she was killing everybody.
I think I remember.
And at the end, he like lights his arm on fire because she's like choking him, and he lights his arm on fire. He like, I see you, B, and punches her in the face and kills her with his hand. His whole arm is on fire. And he punches smooth in the face. It's like the light making contact with her kills.
Let me see if you feel the same. It seemed like it was a good movie, but it's not something that to me was extremely memorable. Like, man,
it was for
like
me.
It was a good. I gotta give it a C because I saw it too. I remember seeing it, but it doesn't set in my energy like, man, that movie was cold.
This movie, for when I saw it, I was still younger when I saw it. So I had like a real fear of the dark. So when this like gave me,
you feel like it needs a B?
I'm going B because like this gave me another reason to be afraid of the dark. Because I was like, yo. It was like, it wasn't like a thing where it's like she wasn't playing. She wasn't like, ooh, I'm a creepy thing here. Let me touch and I'm gonna bite your toes. No, she was picking niggas up and ripping them in half. And like the dark, if you was in the dark, you was getting mobbed up. Like she was not playing no games, which I love because I hate horror movie villains that be playing around with their food. Like, no, this witch was about that action. And I think that's you'll notice that about a lot of our horror villains that we like. If you ain't playing around and you going hard in the paint, we respect you. We respect the heck out of it. So I gotta give it a B tier because of how much like it's overall it's probably not even the best movie, but for how scary it was for me at the time, and for how hard she went when somebody was in the dark, you was getting got. That was it. It was OV. No playing around. So okay, you know what? Maybe a C.
I'm going to see. You know what's crazy is
I'll go
because
C.
both the teams that I like are going to the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Because
they
I said
won?
I
Who
wanted
won?
this team. The LA.
Oh, the Rams won.
Yeah, and I went with them because every game it's been like a comeback. You know what I mean?
Because we lost.
They like fought really really hard to come back.
That's funny.
But of course I'm rolling with Cincy. You know
Oh
what I
yeah.
mean?
Oh yeah.
But I'm proud of both the people, and I'm so glad that it's something different because you sick of the same teams
Oh
over
yeah.
and over
Tired
and
of the
over.
same teams every time,
Yeah,
all the
so
time.
I mean, the Super Bowl, like I'm definitely watching now because come on, Cincy's in it.
Right. Um. Okay. So what is this? Return of the Aliens. Okay. We ain't seen that.
No, I don't.
Dead Ringers. We ain't seen that. Dead Silence. I actually ain't watched that either. I know that's a newer joint.
Deep Blue Sea was
Deep
pretty
Blue Sea
good,
was
but
pretty good.
it wasn't horror enough for
I'm not
me.
gonna. So you want to put it in not horror?
Yeah,
Because
either not horror or it's either gonna be not horror or it's gonna be a C.
I was gonna say either. Okay, so we'll put it in C because I agree that it's a C tier. I don't even know what that is. Deep Rising. I don't remember that.
I don't remember. I'm probably, if I watch it, I'll be like, I remember this, but I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Ooh, Deliver Us from Evil. That joint was good.
I don't remember.
You don't remember that?
Nope.
Watch that joint. That's a good movie. That's a good movie. That's a B tier. Straight up B tier, at least. That was a good movie. It was really creepy. It was one of those good movies. Like you don't really get a good exorcism movie, in every now and again. But that's one of the better exorcist movies. The Dentist. These were not scary. I mean, technically they're horror, but they're not scary. So I'm throwing both. I don't know if you've seen them. I'm throwing them both in the not horror. They are horror, but they're not. Like they're not scary. What is that? The Desi.
What? The Desi?
Good and brilliant. Out right there.
Never seen.
Maybe it's The Descent.
That's what I was wondering, but they should have the Descent too.
They should have The Descent too. I'm going to say that this is The Descent. That's what I'm going to, because I don't see The Descent anywhere on here, and we're in the D section. So I'm going to go and say that this is The Descent.
If it's not, we're gonna make like it is.
Yeah.
And we could put it up into the Descent. Gonna get an A.
I'm getting it. I was going to give it S tier.
Yeah, because I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah,
ever.
the Descent is, whew. Critters is scary as heck. One of the chat said that they was going to kick out their boyfriend who's from Chicago in the cornfields and tell him to go play with the children in the corn. Because they ain't been in they were scared when they was losing service. I'm like, yeah, if you're not from the country and you go and you see that corn for the first time, you remember how freaked out we was when we first saw that corn? And first thing we thought was Jeepers Creepers, and we were literally in the same situation. And the funny thing is Jeepers Creepers 2 hadn't come out yet until after we moved to the country. So Jeepers Creepers 2 came out, and we sitting here on the bus riding past cornfields, and I swear every time I seen a scarecrow, I seen a dude running through the field about to pop our tires. I was like, yo, if one of our tires pop, this is it. This is where we go.
And Jeepers Creepers was good.
And I'm gonna be the only one really scared, cause I'm gonna be the only one who really know. And y'all just gonna be like, oh, my dad's coming to pick me up.
Because Children of the Corn reminded me kind of like the Village of the Damned. Like Children of the Corn was creepy because it was kids,
Bring 'em
it,
with
it
you when
was
you come
it
to
was
help me next
it
time.
wasn't really creepy because of the corn. It was just these kids was creepy as crap. You know what I mean? So, it was them kids was creepy, man. You know what else? Something that makes a movie a real good horror movie,
Yeah.
a good horror movie, is the music.
Oh yeah, the score is definitely important for a horror
It is
movie.
it is
Definitely important.
huge. It is huge. And I think that a lot of the older movies, like Children of the Corn, had some creepy music.
Yeah. A lot of the scores for a lot of horror movies like definitely set the tone and make you really feel. So I,
Back in
I
the
do agree
day,
with that.
because now they kind of got away with that, got away from that, and they tried to go with more. Doo-doo, you know what I mean? Like you call it the jump scares
Oh yeah, they're relying heavy on jump scares instead
instead
of
of music
suspenseful music.
throughout.
Yeah.
Yes, and creepy music where you be
Yeah,
like,
because a
this is
jump scare is
creeping me
just
out.
a cheap way of startling you into thinking you're scared. You know, if you
Cause
get
if you
startled, you're gonna. A lot of people just think, "Oh my God, I got scared." Whereas no, you just got startled because it was a loud, like it was a
a loud
very,
abrupt,
very
yes,
loud noise. This thing is hitting the red you know what I mean, on the decibel scale. So yeah, you're gonna jump because it's like that's uncomfortable loud, and it
yeah,
came from a sudden lull, and you're kind of cheating. You're cheating your way into getting a jump out of
yeah,
me.
that's
Um,
true. Do
so
any
it's
of your
like
listeners or your viewers, do any of them remember
you
The
can talk
Shining
directly
or
to chat. You know that, right?
oh hey guys, do you guys remember The Omens or The Shining? And if you think about like the music, Omens,
Sing it then.
like in and
She said,
then
"Hold it." She was hitting that.
you guys are younger, so you may not remember that, but just that, it was like,
I
oh my
remember the
god,
Omen, the first Omen. I remember that.
yes, that
Yeah,
music. And then in The Shining, the music where it was just like
yeah.
this creepy, doom, doom,
The music
it
definitely
was
made that movie like part of as iconic as it is because of how,
yes,
like the intro music, that doom 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 doom, like
yes,
that is
yes,
already kind of creepy. Like it's kind of making you
yes,
feel unsettled. I'm like, yo, like
yes, yes,
what's
yes,
going on right here?
yes. And then you also, if you think about what was it, the original Walking Dead, not the original, yeah, the original, is it, no, Night of Dawn of the Dead, where it
Yeah,
was
the
like
original Dawn of the Dead, the old one.
doom, doom, yeah, doom, doom. It was like the music, man, will creep you out.
Insidious. Oh, Insidious does have really creepy music. Boy, Insidious killed it with their music and their sound effects. That little man, I don't even know what that little sound is. That little creepy sound they play. And then look, because my brother, oh my God, this is so funny. Devin, he hates the song Tiptoes. He, I like to this day, he still despises. He'd be like, tiptoe through the window, through the window. Yo, I used to get him all the time because because it was so creepy. Because we had all watched. I think me, Devin, and my mom had all went to the theater to see Insidious, and boy, my brother was watching the movie like this. He was watching it through his eye, through his fingers. Oh my God! And it was so funny because Tiptoe, that song, it was the little kid, the little ghost kid was in the living room getting it to that song. He was in there two-stepping and throwing. Yo,
Oh, yeah.
he was hitting it. He was hitting the 1-2s talking about tiptoe. Yeah, I hit these tiptoe like that right here. He was killing the little game, and then he'll run off and cut the music off. Yo, Tiptoe scares the heck out of my brother. He older than me, but he hates that song so much, and it's so funny because it is actually creepy. Like that song is actually creepy. And so yeah, the score, the music of anything, shiny music made it scary for me. Yeah, like the music is so important to a song, a movie being scary. Drag Me to Hell. That's a good score. That's a good movie.
You know what? Drag Me to Hell was dope. Who
It was
mentioned that?
dope.
Who
It was
mentioned?
dope.
Oh, is that on your chart?
Mhm.
Drag Me to Hell was actually good.
And
Like I didn't see that
I
coming.
didn't have no expectations for this movie. I thought it was gonna be trash.
But
So
I
maybe
like
that's
I
why I
kind of
liked it.
I kind of liked. I kind of liked it because it was just like it went into some old voodoo type of. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna put a curse on you. You didn't do right by me. You know what I mean? And then her trying to get this curse off of her. It was like the movie Thinner, because Thinner was
Yeah.
kind of the same way. Thinner was good too.
Do you want to think? What do you think? B tier?
Yeah.
Okay. There's some good movies in B tier. I ain't gonna hold you. Our B tier is kind of stacked. We got fat B tier, a solid A tier, and there's more in our S tier than I thought there would be. You think Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is S tier?
Yes.
Okay. Because
Oh,
I don't remember
heck.
number 2. I remember the first one. I don't remember the
Wait.
second
I
one.
didn't say. I didn't say. Did I say number two?
Yes, you did.
Number one and two be S tier to me. I'm sorry.
Okay. I took your word for it because I don't remember number 2. And then
Number
we got
two.
Alien 2.
Number two was dope too.
Yeah, we got
Alien.
Carrie, The Conjuring, and The Descent. Yeah, I mean our S tier. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, our tier list. I'm good. I'm cool with it. Escape Room. This movie was okay.
I don't think that Escape Room was horror.
It's not horror. It's a thriller. Event Horizon. That's not horror. It's a good movie. Not horror though. It is
I
not
don't
horror to
remember
me.
it, so.
It's a thriller. It might be horror adjacent, but I don't think it's horror. It's definitely thrilling.
Come on, Daquan. You already know where this next one is going. The
Oh,
whole
Evil
series.
Dead. Come on now.
Come
I didn't
on,
even
man.
look. I didn't even see it. I'm sorry. I didn't do it faster. Hold on, because this is all the Evil Deads. Evil Dead 2, right up in there.
All
Go
of
right
them,
up in there
all
at
of
S
them,
tier.
all of them,
Hold on.
all of them.
Evil Dead 3 don't go in S tier. That I don't know. Oh, Evil Dead 3 is Army of Darkness.
That goes in the S tier.
It's gotta go in S tier. This is
It's
my
S-
boomstick.
This is my boomstick, baby.
I can't. Like, objectively, it's probably not the best movie. It's definitely the weakest of the Evil
I'm
Dead
sorry,
trilogy as far as
but
horror,
that was the,
but it's
it was
definitely the
horror
most
too.
memorable. Well, nah, the first
But
one's the
it
most
was
memorable.
hilarious. It was hilarious.
I
The
love me
first
some
one,
Evil Dead.
man, my boomstick. Say hello to my boomstick.
Now, the remake of Evil Dead, it's not a bad movie, but I'm not
putting
giving
it.
it.
I'm putting it at F. I'm putting it at F.
Mom hated it because, look, I'm looking at it objectively. Mom hated it because you can't come back with a weak
You
performance like
cannot
that.
give it a C. You got.
I'm
You
giving it a
cannot give
C
it a C.
because
No,
objectively it's
no,
not a
no,
bad movie.
no. Nope. We got a C. We
Okay.
got to meet
Okay. Me in the
halfway
middle. Me in
there.
the middle. You said F tier. My bad. I thought you said D tier. That's my bad. I thought you said D
No,
tier.
I said F. It
Okay.
was a
You
glory
said
low
goodness.
out
You hate that movie. Yeah.
If you, hey, you made a new one that says dumpster fire.
Oh my God. I mean, let me rename F Dumpster Fire.
I could
Not
not
dumpster.
stand that movie. Man, I was so mad at that. Like, who did this? And all that blood at the end. I was like, man, if you don't sit down somewhere, they just took a whole bunch of red. Like, let's just make a whole bunch of
Yeah, it was just like
red
the bloodier the
blood.
better. Oh, The
I was
Exorcist.
so
I mean, here we go. Like,
oh come on.
yeah, like
that
it's
is
come
a,
on now. Come on now.
it's the beast of all beasts.
Fear.com. Never seen it. Okay,
Uh,
now this is a good one. The first Final Destination.
oh, that was good.
I think maybe this is a fair A tier because of what it was
A,
for its time.
A, 1, 2, and I believe 3.
I think 1 and 2 go in A. 3, I'm not
Okay.
giving it an A. I am
Okay,
not giving 3 an A. The one with the roller
Okay, you,
coaster, no.
okay, you can go what? C?
I'm going B.
B? Okay.
I feel like B is being generous too, because this
Well,
is
go
not to
C.
me.
Go C.
D. Oh, bet. Say less. The fourth Final Destination. After that, they got tired after the third one.
What is that one?
I don't even remember. I think I don't even remember honestly.
Okay.
Final Destination 5. Any of these. I'm giving them D tiers. They're forgettable. The Fog. That's an old movie. I don't know. Jason X.
Um.
What? Do you remember The Fog?
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh well. What do you think?
Baby, the fog. Does it get a C or a D?
Right now it's sitting in dumpster fire, so you got to move it.
Huh?
I didn't think that was scary either.
D.
D. Bet.
Yeah.
A coworker had that on his phone and played it whenever I would come around because he knew I hated it. Oh my god. I could look. You know what would be a crazy prank? I'ma do this to Devin. Ooh, I can't wait until me and Devin are both at home again. Cause when it's dark and like I'm in the living room and he going to the kitchen for something, I'ma just have a speaker in there and I'ma just play Tiptoes. He gonna leave so fast to go right back to Arizona. He gonna be like, hell no! Like I'ma go wake up in the next morning, find him in his car. Like, nah, you ain't hear what I heard. I'm a free. Oh, I'ma get him.
I cannot believe that he used to actually watch scary movies with us because he was so scared.
He did
But he would
not
be
do
the
scary
first one.
movies.
But he would be the first one calling us like, "Yo, we gonna go see that new scary
Yes,
movie."
that is so funny. Cause and it was so he never did scare. Like even now, Devin doesn't do scary movies. That's the funny part about it. It's like
Right.
he will watch it, but he not rocking with no scary movie.
And would be so geeked to go see it with us. What's so crazy is I remember people used to be like, "You let your kids watch this?" I used to be like, "They love it."
Yeah, they used to act like we was gonna grow up and be like serial killers or something because we watched scary. But that was around the time where people thought video games cause violence and scary movies lead to serial killers. Like, no, that's just we like the art. We like because I remember telling you when I was talking to a girl and she thought it was weird that we would talk about like good kills in horror movies. Like, dang, that was a good kill. And she thought that was weird until I explained it to her. Like, well, we're not saying like we enjoy watching people get murdered. Like, we're saying like they had good practical effects. The person, got their head cut off by a big,
Yeah,
huge
no,
claw, and it showed the head getting sliced up, and it was all,
yeah, that's
you know what I mean?
kind of
They
that's
showed
kind
the
of
great
enjoying
detail.
too.
That's like, dang, like they put the art in that. So,
Yeah, but
like,
it is kind of like we like seeing people get killed because you know me, if you're not killing them right, then I don't want to see it. You know what I mean? Like
well,
if you're not,
it's all part of being scared because you're not scary to me if you're not doing no killing. Just like I said earlier
yeah,
with the Darkness Falls. If you a killer and you doing your killing and you getting busy and the practical effects is there, so I get the visual representation of how scary you are, and you got the ambiance feeling, and you're intimidating and everything, like you got a scary person and good effects and good kills, then yeah, we rocking with it. So it's like it's not just about a good kill, it's everything that goes into making a good kill.
I think like with me, you could actually do a movie about plastic surgery with the right with and actually have them doing what they do, opening up people's bodies and showing it, and then have some good horror music under it, and maybe the doctor has on a scary face. That would be scary to me. You know what I mean? Because it's the oh my God, is he opening his person's body up? You know, because
Yeah,
watching surgery itself is cringe worthy. And if you got this dude with a scary mask
just a
on,
whole bunch of
and
this
then
I
you
haven't
got the
seen.
creepy, and then you got creepy music, to me, I would find that to be scary.
Yeah. Shoot, Jason X, man. Jason X is a fun movie, but it's not a good movie. It's a lot
I
of fun though.
the all of the Friday the 13th, except for the first and the second ones, I'm gonna give these, and I never was really scared of them. Um, I never really liked them. I never liked them. I never liked Michael Myers either. I thought that they were just. I just thought that they were just. I don't know. I just never liked them. I was
I
never
do
really.
think that some of them are better than others. I think the first two are, what did you say, D?
Ah, baby, I'm gonna have to let your dad do this.
Yeah.
Do Michael Myers.
No, no, the Friday the 13th. That's not Michael Myers.
Friday the 13th. What you gonna give them? Vote A or B or C?
That was scary.
They were scary to you.
Yeah.
Friday the
Jason
13th.
was scary. I like.
One and two. One and two.
Well, Jason wasn't even in the first one. That was his mom.
Yeah. It was,
So
What you
that
give that
one,
one?
you know what I mean? Like I don't know
It
what
was scary.
anybody.
Are you gonna give it one of the greatest movies, or are you gonna give it an A or a B?
I'll say one of the greatest.
He said one of the greatest. Your dad said one of the greatest.
That started the, you know what I'm saying?
He said that started the
So
horror.
what? Which one though? Because there's like 9 of these joints.
The one, which one? One, two, and three, or
Yeah.
yeah, one, two, and three.
1, 2, and 3,
Yep.
and then the rest of them was where did they go?
The rest of them was just kind of D's.
Yeah, the rest of them when they started doing that 3D shit.
Oh, that's number 3.
He said D's.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say number 3 is the 3D one,
Yeah.
and it's got the final chapter, and then part 5, and then
Yeah.
Jason Lives.
All
And
of
then-
those, if you could click on all of them and put them all in.
I can't. I got to do it one by one, but I can
Oh.
I can put them all. So Jason, yeah, okay, yeah, they can all go D tier. They're objectively the remake though. I'm not putting in a D tier because that one's actually decent. I'll put that in C tier. That's one of the only times I've seen a remake actually make the character like, okay, yeah, this dude going hard. Dang. Yeah, Friday the 13th, the remake is going up in C tier. Honestly, better than that one, but I throw it.
Sarah said first Final Destination equals emotional damage.
Emotional damage. Hey, good morning, Moon. Nah, you alright? Hope you have fun on the date. Rosemary's Baby made an impression on me. I don't remember Rosemary's Baby. Do you remember that?
Rosemary's Baby. See?
Well, no, I was reading chat. That's not right here. Fright Night is what's right here. I don't remember Fright Night.
See, I'm gonna give Rosemary's Baby a
No,
C.
I was saying I was reading chat. Rosemary's Baby isn't right here right now.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm looking at. I was reading chat. They were saying Rosemary's Baby made an impression on me, but I don't remember.
Rosemary's Baby was creepy. It was creepy. It was creepy.
Fright Night. I don't remember this movie.
Fright Night. Oh my gosh, I loved Fright Night. Man, what you think about Fright Night, baby? A or B? He said A. I'm going with an A too because I
Going with an A?
B. But if your dad says A, and
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say it's
horror movies.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Cool with it. Oh my god, I scaled way too far down. From Beyond. Never saw it.
Let me see the cover. No, I haven't seen that.
Okay. Get Out. Ooh, that's.
Get Out. Get Out.
I'm going.
Not scary, but me personally will put Get Out, even though it's not horror. I'm gonna put it on I'm gonna put it a GOAT.
I was gonna say I want to throw a S tier because this movie, it's definitely more of a thriller than fear, like scary or.
It's not horror at all.
It's definitely, but as far as thriller, you don't get no more thrilling than that.
You don't get no more thriller, and it has so much meaning.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
So much. It's just a top tier movie, overall movie. Just like Alien vs Predator isn't 100% horror. Overall, one of my favorite movies ever. I gotta throw it up there. So it's the same kind of concept, y'all. Ghoulies.
Oh my gosh, is it Gremlins or Ghoulies?
Ghoulies. I have no idea what it is.
Ghoulies was kind of like a knockoff Gremlins. D.
D.
Mhm.
Okay. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Quick bathroom break.
Hey, everybody. How are you guys doing? Everybody good? Oh, wait. Oh.
I need more cough drops.
I was trying to talk to everybody. It was like, how are you guys?
How is my cough? It has gotten not better. Appreciate you for asking though. The week was really busy. Really busy. Started a new job. School. Trying to I hate how school be like, oh, your first week you don't have to do nothing, and then next week it'll be like, you got 4 assignments in every class. And so they just tried to do me like that. They're gonna try to do me like that next week with 4 exams and then assignments the day after. So they're trying to put it on me. But yeah, busy week. You know how it is. Hopefully everything is going good all the way over there where you at across the world. Where are you at now? Are you Moon? Are you? I think you're still in Korea, or is your sister in Korea? Which one is that one? Emotional damage. That's still funny to me. Okay, Gremlins. Oh, here we go. There it is.
Oh my gosh. You know how I felt about Gremlins.
I mean, what are you
Goodness.
thinking? You want S tier? I feel S tier is fair. If you want to, throw A tier, I won't disagree. This is more of a you than a me thing.
It's gotta be up there. It's a good movie.
Is it great? Is it one of the goats or is it an A?
I'd see. I thought it was really good. I think I'd see right up there.
He literally said the same thing. You like, is it one of the ghosts or is it A? I think it's up there. I mean, yeah, it is up there. Up where?
It's not scary, so I'm gonna give it an A.
Okay. It is, yeah, okay, I can see that. Because even though we've given movies that technically aren't like scary S tiers, there's definitely some bias there. I feel like some people would put Gremlins in S tier just because it's, oh, in
Because of what it
Japan.
is.
Japan. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, Japan.
Because of what it is, absolutely. Just
Yeah.
because of
It's
what it
just
is.
iconic. You know what I mean? We had a dog named Mogwai, like
Yeah.
literally. It's just so you can see like it's definitely an iconic movie. Gremlins 2. I never saw it.
Gremlins 2, what was that one, babe?
Who's what?
Gremlins 2? I don't remember what Gremlins 2 was. He said he don't remember it. So
Okay,
we're
we'll
gonna
put
go with
haven't
him.
seen it.
But I don't.
Halloween 2.
Okay, the Halloweens. You gonna put it up one of the G's?
First one.
The first one he's gonna put up in a G.
Okay. Which I think is this one. Or is it this one? I don't know which one of these is the first one. Maybe this one. Put this one in one of the ghosts. I never cared for Michael Myers. I never thought he was scary. Never thought any of the movies were scary. But so what are we thinking for the rest of them?
Number 2, probably an A because it was kind of like a follow up with Jamie Lee Curtis. Um, I don't know. Number 2, Halloween 2. You don't remember them.
Don't remember.
So
So I would just put
no.
honest because I haven't watched most of them. Like it was never scary. I watched the first one. Like they never. Michael Myers was never scared. Like he was never scary to me. He's just a dude. Which I mean, yeah, it's in essence it's a scary thing because he is a big scary dude who will kill anybody. But I don't know. It just something about him just never scared me. Maybe because we
I
have guns and niggas don't
well,
shoot
she
him
said
enough.
she loves. She said she loves Michael Myers. So, oh my God, she said I have a Rambo version of Gizmo on my bedroom
Oh,
wall.
that is actually
Yes.
fire.
Oh my God. You know what's so crazy, Vanessa, is that I actually had a Mogwai. Like right now, I've got the baby Yoda. But
Yes.
I literally wanted, I really wanted a Mogwai. I wanted Gizmo
Halloween
because
3 and
he was
onwards.
the cutest. I literally was looking online to try to buy myself a Mogwai because
Well,
I was gonna have a Mogwai
I think that's
right next to
where
Baby Yoda.
the design of Furbies came from. Is like how the Mogwai, like those original Gremlins, how cuddly they were. Do you remember Furbies? Because I remember those. We had those.
Yes,
So I think
yes,
that's kind of that idea is how they're so soft and little and cute and cuddly with those big eyes. Like um,
yes. So cute, adorable. JC says that Halloween Kills is an A tier.
Halloween Kills. Okay, because I heard that that's one of the ones where he got busy after he got out of that fire and just started murking everybody. Um,
Well, if they believe that it's A, I haven't seen it to say.
Then I'm putting
You
it
know
I
what I
haven't
mean?
seen. I don't see the thing is you gotta understand how my relationship with chat works. I abuse them and they let me. They like it. They allow it. I don't let them tell me what I'm gonna do. I just hear what they have to say and deliberately do not that.
But the thing about it is to put it in the A tier. You know, it's got to be scary to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
so that's the whole point, right? It's like we have to at least, and that's why I have you here to help me, is because if I haven't seen it, maybe you've seen it, and maybe we can both have an opinion on it.
why did they have
Maybe I'm
12
just exposing
Halloween?
Eunice. I can't wait until Halloween Ends comes out. Oh, are they finally going to end it, or are they going to make another 12? See how many of them I had to move in I haven't seen? um, yeah. So all of the Halloweens, the majority of them, we have not seen. Oh yes, yes, you do, Moon. Yeah, my mom is on the Discord. So how do I pronounce it? Gijiroku? Is that how you say mom?
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So Moon is from Japan. So,
Oh,
but
that's awesome.
yeah, she's actually like kind of nutty at everything. She be doing like is it Hapkido? Martial arts, practice the violin and what is it? No Spanish. I think she know 4 languages.
Oh, wow.
She's kind of goated. Like she kind of a beast. Um, maybe true, but harsh. It's all right.
That's a bit harsh. Maybe super harsh.
Look, he's out of line, but he's right. uh,
Happy Death
Happy
Day.
Death Day. Okay, look, I ain't gonna hold you up. I was surprised at how much fun I had with Happy Death Day. Like, it's not scary, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I didn't watch the
I don't
second
remember.
one,
I
but it's
don't
literally
remember.
just Groundhog's Day, but every time she gets murdered, her day restarts.
Oh, I did see that. That was so fun.
Yes, that was a really fun movie. So I'm not going to judge it based off of its like horror scale because it wasn't scary, but I
Well, I
am
would
going to
have to
give it a
give
good grade because of how much fun I had watching the movie. So
B.
I'm going B. Yeah, like I can't give it a A because it's not scary at any point and it's not iconic and so it doesn't have enough to give it an A, but
It
it
was fun.
definitely has
And
enough. It's really fun and
part,
it's hilarious.
part two was a B as well because it was so fun as well.
Okay, okay. I never saw part two. I probably should have. But yeah, I
It
mean,
was
and the
like,
girl, the girl carried that role on her back. The main
yeah,
character.
well, you would like part B because they got a dude who's in there who goes toe to toe with her as far as how good of an actor he is.
Okay. Um. Ooh. Okay. We got some good ones coming up here. Uh, the Hellraiser series. I only saw like the first two, I think, of Hellraiser.
First two are goats,
I was gonna say at least the first one is goated.
and
I
then the other ones
the
I didn't see.
so what? The first two are both S tier.
I would.
Ask Dad. He'll be the decision maker because I was gonna throw it an A.
Hellraiser, goat or A?
I go. That was so.
Goat.
What about the second
What
one?
about
I know the
the
first one's
second?
goated. The second one is what I'm asking.
He don't remember the second one, so maybe a B to A then.
I'll go A. Yeah, I'll go A. But the
The
rest of
rest
them
of
I'm
them
gonna have to go and haven't seen.
haven't seen. And you know what? Once they go past like two or three, I stop watching them.
There's like 9 or 10 of these movies.
Yeah, not watching.
Like
I mean,
literally, I did not
because you
know they
getting
had this many Hellraisers.
you're going out, you're getting out of control with it. I didn't
Like
know they had that many
wow,
either. That's big.
Hereditary. Listen,
That was your joint.
listen, give it to
That
me.
was your joint.
Bam, right
That
there.
was your
It's going
joint.
right up in that S tier. I don't want to hear a thing. Hereditary is so good. Oh my goodness. I will never forget how that lady was chasing her son, running across the ceiling, chased this dude through the house. He runs and he hide in the attic and she climb on the ceiling and start banging her head to get into that. Yo, it zooms it like cause you thought she was hitting her fist. Like she was hitting so fast, she was like boom, 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 boom. No, it comes out and she like bow, 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 banging her head on that ceiling. Bro. And look, cause I remember I was watching it and I was by myself and I was asleep. I wasn't asleep, but I was like going to sleep in my room, and I decided to watch this before bed, and it's all dark in my room, and I'm sitting here watching this movie so shook, cause oh listen, that girl, I don't remember her name, but she put that movie on her backpack, not on her back, but she already had the characters on her backpack, and then put the movie on the back of her backpack and carried all of that, cause she killed that movie. She killed that movie.
You killed it, knife slay.
Man, they was like, "Hey, you want a slice of the pie?" She was like, "Nah, I'm taking a knife home." That's how she felt. She go crazy with it. She man, Hereditary. And the thing about it is, cause I didn't know Hereditary was gonna get down like that. I thought it was just gonna be a decent movie, good watch, maybe a B tier movie at best. No, little girl got her head knocked off in like the first 20 minutes. Running around the block, knock her head off. And it was so crazy, yo. Like she's sitting here, she going in an anaphylactic shock because of a peanut allergy, and she open her head, stick her head out the window to get some air, and my boy swerve and bloop, off the head, go off with her head. Yo, I listen because I wasn't paying that much attention to the movie. You know how sometimes you kind of be on your phone a little bit when the movie on, it kind of be in the background. When she started having the allergy reaction, I was like, oh shoot, like, come on, you gotta get her to the hospital. And then like dude swerved and all you heard was crack. And I was like, oh my gosh, she hit her head. No, her head got knocked off. Listen. Hereditary is an S tier. If you ain't seen it, go watch that.
You over there going off.
I'm just saying. Listen, I have these times on stream where I will go on a full-fledged rant, like a full tangent. Y'all know there's a song called Wedding Dress y'all know about Wedding Dress. Come on now. They keep reminding me of this because it was literally you have to see the song. I might even send you the video of me reacting to it. I have it actually up on the channel. But oh my god, it was the video was only like 3 minutes long, but I went on like a 20-minute tangent because the dude liked this girl a lot, and he was about to propose to her, and one of his friends comes up and steps in front of him and pulls out a ring, and and she says yes to him, and then they getting married. And then at the wedding, she's shooting my dude eyeballs and winky faces and smiley faces and biting her lip at him. Yo, y'all know, look, I can't talk about it much because y'all gonna get me hyped backed up. So let's get back to the tier list. Cause like, listen, that video set me off. I was like, you deserve better, man. Okay. Hostel.
Hostel's an A.
Hostel's at least an A. Hostel was really good. But I never saw part 2 or 3. Did you?
Hostel was beast. 2 was an A.
Okay.
I didn't see 3.
Okay. A tier. And Hostel part 3.
Hostel made you not want to travel.
It really did. It really did. I was like, yo, I am never leaving the country when I seen that. Because if this is how people getting down, I'm going to have to put the Asian movie right here. And I haven't seen because I can't even read it. I put it in. I don't even know what this is. House with a cat on it?
No.
House of a Thousand Corpses.
I have not seen it, surprisingly.
I was gonna say I don't remember it if I seen it. The Human Centipede, I actually never watched it.
Never saw it.
Yeah, I knew what it was about. I didn't need to see it. Humanoids from the Deep. Never seen it?
Who?
Humanoids from the Deep.
Nah.
Okay. I Know What You Did Last Summer. That's a classic. I didn't care for it. Is this list just scary movie, sir? Yes, it is. You hyped yourself on that last wedding dress conversation. I mean, I did. I try not to.
What you did last summer's not scary.
Not scary. You're gonna go not horror?
Not horror.
It's definitely, at least, I mean, I would consider it horror. I would. It's definitely a horror.
I can't.
I just wouldn't give it a good grade. So it's either going to go in not horror or I'm going to give it like a D tier.
Then we're going to just pick not horror then.
Okay.
It ain't D.
I
It's just
mean,
not. It's just not. It's just not. It's just not horror.
are you gonna go not horror because it's not scary to you?
Um,
Because
Hills
like
Have
that,
Eyes. The Hills Have Eyes was scarier than that.
I mean, The Hills Have Eyes is definitely scarier than that. It's definitely better, like more horror. I mean, okay, we'll go not horror just to get it out of the way, because I don't like. What's the point? Like, I don't care enough about the movie to give it a grade. So, um,
Me either.
I don't even know what that says. So I'm just gonna go with haven't seen. Oh, I can't. I don't know what that is. Insidious.
Oh yeah.
Listen, this might not get what you think because I'm going A tier.
That's okay.
I'm going A tier. I don't think that this is S tier.
You know what movie I liked that we probably won't see? Remember when the because it wasn't really horror, but it was dope. Is when when the aliens came and they came for the son, and then they didn't want that son. They wanted the other son.
Oh, Dark Skies.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
we are actually past the D, but Dark Skies. Personally, that's an S tier movie.
That
Listen,
movie was
that movie, and I
so
just recently
dope.
watched it again for like the sixth time, and it is just as good every single time
It
I watch that
is.
movie. Like
That
that,
movie was
if you have not
so
seen
good.
Dark Skies, because the funny thing is, because I thought it was like a spirit movie. I didn't know that it was. No spoilers, y'all. I didn't know that it was what it was until low key towards until they was like, "Yo, this is what it is." Until they told you that that's what it was. I thought it was
Right.
spirits. I thought it was a haunting, and it wasn't. I'm like, what? Spoilers though, if
That
y'all.
movie was so good. So good.
Okay, so here's how the Insidious movies go for me. Each movie gets progressively worse. If the first one's an A tier, the second one is probably a B tier. No, it's honestly a C tier. That's the one where the husband is possessed by the woman in black or whatever.
Okay.
It didn't really do anything new, repetitive. Insidious 3, I'm going probably D tier. Insidious The Last Key is a dumpster fire. They just got progressively worse. They're just bad movies after that. In the Tall Grass is not a good movie. You're going D tier. Easy. Do you have any contentions with anything I've said?
Nope.
Okay. I'm kind of speed running a little bit. Body
Did-
Snatchers.
did-
Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Here you go.
Oh, it's gotta go. It's gotta go. One of the greatest.
S tier?
It has to, just because of what it is.
Give it to me then. Give it to me, baby.
Because that was way back in
Oh,
the
so
day.
this must be the new. I don't know which Invasion of the Body. I'll put both of the Invasion of the Body Snatchers up here because I don't know which one it is.
I
There's
think
two
the
of them.
second one was Nicole Kidman. That's gonna be a B.
Oh, this one, the second one.
Yeah, the second one's gonna be a
Okay,
B.
okay. The first one, the first Stephen King's It.
It's gotta be in the greatest.
It's got to.
movies.
It honestly has to. I thought
It's a
about
goat.
it, but it's gotta go S tier. It
It's a
can't.
goat.
But honestly, I like the first. I like the remake. I like this
I
one.
put it as a goat.
I'm not giving it an S tier. It's not an S tier. I was gonna go A tier.
Oh, A's fine.
Yeah, I was just saying that I liked it just to make sure that people understood that. Like, yeah, the first one is a go, but this one is not gonna be too far away from it. It's not a S tier movie. It's very long. It's very drawn out. It Chapter 2 is not good. It is not good at all by no means. I won't give it a dumpster fire. I'll give it D tier.
Okay.
Jack Frost. Haven't seen any of them.
No.
And it's not the Jack Frost with that one dude that I watched. With it was like a original is S tier, of course. Yeah, easy. Jacob's Ladder. Don't remember this one.
Mm-mm.
You haven't seen that one?
Mm-mm.
Jaws, the OG.
I don't think Jaws is scary.
Well, you're like one of the only people I've ever heard ever say that.
Jaws is not a horror movie.
I mean, come on now. It's agoraphobia
Jaws is
incarnate.
Jaws Jaws is a thriller. Jaws is not horror.
Jaws is
Horror.
a horror. You now okay.
You're
Look,
not
I
gonna just
gave
see a
you
shark walking on his fins,
okay.
running around,
All of
going
that
into
that you
people's
just said was
houses.
wrong. Everything you just said.
He
Hey,
walking
look at that
around
shark over there
opening
walking on his
doors.
fins. You definitely not gonna see a shark walking on his fins. You're not gonna see that. I mean, I agree with you there. I don't know what that sentence was that you just said. Your argument is moot now at this point. Jaws is every bit of a horror movie. You can't. There's no argument that can be made that Jaws is not a horror movie.
Is Jaws a horror movie?
Yeah, I mean, if all the rest of them are.
All the rest of what?
All the rest of the movies you've been naming.
Jaws is not horror.
Jaws is a horror. Look, okay, but the whole thing is neither one of us has seen it, so we argued for
I
nothing.
have saw Jaws.
You have saw Jaws?
Yeah.
See, but
saw
this
Jaws.
isn't okay. Look, this would be the
I grew up
only
with
time I
Jaws.
do this. Chat, y'all rank Jaws. Where y'all putting Jaws at? Because I'm not. I know Mom does not get to say Jaws is not a horror movie, and knowing that the only reason why we have movies like The Meg and movies like Deep Blue Sea and any scary shark related movie like that is inspired because of Jaws.
They're not scary. They're thrillers.
But Jaws is the OG shark horror movie.
No, Jaws is not. If first of all, if Jaws is going to be ranked, it's got to be an OG. It's got to be S because of who and what it is. Because it's the very first of when was it made in the freaking 70s? You know what I mean?
Yeah, either that or the
So,
80s.
it's gonna be an OG movie, and you got to give it its
Then
respect.
honestly, I'll do it just out of respect. I'll throw it in the S tier just out of respect for what it
Out of
did
respect.
for the
Out of
genre. You know, like, and that's the only reason. Like for me, like you give 28 Days Later for what it did to the genre. I'm surprised that we didn't see Dawn of the Dead on here. Like, how the heck did
Are
they
you
not?
kidding me?
They didn't put it on here. It's not here.
Daquan.
It's not here. Look, okay, I'm looking
Daquan.
on the horror movie franchises here. Let me see. This one isn't by alphabetical order. So they got Night of the Living Dead on there, but we haven't gotten that far. I don't see Dawn of the Dead here, but there's a good chance it is on here.
Jurassic Park.
This is the franchises. I think that's the only reason why they put it on there. But I actually don't see
cannot
Dawn of the
believe-
Dead here.
I can't believe they don't have Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead. They don't have like Night of the Living Dead. Like
Well, Night of the
what is
Living
wrong
Dead
with
would be
y'all?
further down here somewhere since we're still
They
in
didn't
like
have. They didn't
Essex.
have Dust. They didn't have Dust to Dawn.
That's true. That's true. They didn't have From Dusk Till Dawn. There's some missing classics. So I think that's the problem with some of these is that no matter this has 350 movies and it still doesn't have some of the classics, which
Well,
you
can't miss Dust to Dawn.
can't miss Dusk Till Dawn. You can't miss Dawn of the Dead.
You
You
can't
know,
miss Dawn of the Dead.
That's
You can't-
that's the
because
thing.
there
You
was
got
two-
you
there was
got
two Dawn of the
Hellraiser
Dead.
12 on here, and
Yeah.
and but you don't got From Dusk Till Dawn and Dawn of the Dead. Like that's
Well,
an
Dawn of
L.
the
That's a
Dead
big
had
fat
two of
L.
them. Dawn of the Dead had the original.
Yes,
and
it had the remake.
and-
Yes,
and the remake, and both of them were dope.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So to miss those, like you slipped bad.
The Jaws music is legendary. That is honestly true. The
Oh my
Jaws
gosh,
music,
Dun,
yeah, like it's
dun,
lit. The
dun,
Jaws
dun, dun, dun.
music. I mean,
Yeah, the music was. I mean that.
it's
when we
the
talk about
music. It's the horror movie
yes.
music.
Yeah, because actually that Dunna that she just did, that's what people do when they Dunna.
Yeah, like you do that even when you're not in water. Like
Yes.
it's the
yes.
scary movie music. So I do agree
You
that
do
that's.
when you're
But
cooking
y'all
up on
y'all
people
have to
doing
rank
it.
Jaws 2. I'm throwing it in S just out of respect, but I do want to know where y'all think.
No, Jaws 2? No.
No, I didn't say Jaws 2. I was saying Jaws the original. They only have Jaws 2.
Oh, well, we definitely gonna put it in a G just because of what
Yeah,
it was.
just OG. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. This movie's silly, but it's not scary. I mean, it's considered horror, but it's not scary. It's silly. So I'm gonna throw it in not horror. Do you have any disagreements, Mo?
No.
Krampus? I like Krampus.
Krampus was good. B.
Krampus was good. Bees. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I don't think I can go A.
No, it's
Definitely,
not A.
definitely beat my expectations though. So for Krampus, it's definitely a good movie for something I thought was gonna be trash.
Mm-hmm.
Legion. Oh, come on now. All the little babies are gonna
Legion,
burn.
Legion was an A to me.
Legion's an easy A. Easy A.
Easy.
It's probably an
'Cause I
A
could watch
plus. If
that.
I could go
I
A
could
plus,
I
I'd
could
give it
watch
an A
that.
plus.
I could watch that over and over and
Yeah.
over.
It's honestly, I want to give you GOAT status, but you just broke shy. You're A plus plus. It's a
Yeah.
really good movie, but you're right there on the cusp.
You on the cusp, like
Like,
right there.
if anybody gave me a persuasive argument for Legion, I would go S tier and not lose no sleep. Like that's a good movie right there.
That movie was good.
Leprechaun. The Leprechaun movies were all dumb to me. Every single one of them. All of them. I hated all of them. Thought the Leprechaun was fun as a character. Thought the movies were stupid.
Blah.
So every single one of these movies, I'm going D tier. I haven't seen all of them, so I won't give them all D tier. The first one, oh well, not all of them. There's the first one's on here. I don't even know what that says. That's tough. So I'm gonna have to go with not seen because I can't tell what that says. Life, the one with Ryan Reynolds with the alien.
Mm.
It's a decent movie. Not horror. Not horror to me. I guess an argument. I won't put it in not horror because it is technically a horror movie. C tier. C tier. Yeah. You're not a bad movie. You're a good movie though. Not a good horror movie, but a good movie. The Lighthouse. Did you see that? Nope. Lights Out. Not a bad movie. Not a bad movie at all, but not a good movie either.
I haven't seen it.
You ain't seen it?
Nope.
You might like it. It's a decent movie. I don't think it's deserving of a C tier though. It's not a bad movie, but you're like a D plus or C minus is what you are. Ah man, that's a tough one. Okay, yeah, because of your competition, you got C. Yeah, you're a C tier. That's fine. That's fine. Mama was a pretty good movie.
They didn't have Phantasm on here.
Not that I know of.
Wow. They
There's some misses on here. Some not near misses, but some big misses, big L's. Look at all the movies we haven't seen versus all the movies that we want to see on here.
Exactly. I'm like, if they would have had the one, you know what I mean? Like, the list wasn't bad, but they
You had some big
They
misses.
missed them.
Yeah, but that's the thing with tier lists. If you don't make your own tier list, you kind of have to go by what, a lot of people who
Because
do tier list videos make their own.
I would snatch quite a few of these off of here, but I'd also left a lot of them off. I wouldn't even have
Oh
thought of
yeah.
them.
Yeah, I'm not like as far as like the 9 sequels, I'm not putting all the Hellraiser and all the Jason movies on here. I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it.
I might not
put
put
one
any
or
of the
two.
Jason movies on here to be honest with you. Like I might put
You
one of
gotta
them.
put them. You gotta put them though, because they were the originators of the horror movies. You know what I mean? So you gotta put them on here. You can't talk horror without Friday the 13th and Michael
Maniac
Myers.
Cop. Maniac Cop? Like
No, do you see what I'm saying?
Maniac.
It's just like
I don't Midsummer though.
no,
That's a good movie. That's a good movie.
Never seen it.
You didn't see Midsummer?
No.
That's a good movie. I'm not gonna give it like it's as far as it's not the best. You're C tier. Easy C tier. Good movie though. Good movie. Good watch. Mimic. I don't remember that movie.
Mimic was alright.
Alright.
It could be a D.
You're so disappointed in the fact that they don't have so many movies.
I mean, because it's just like an overly long list for nothing.
It
You know what
is.
I mean? Like,
I mean, we're almost
they
at the
just-
bottom, but
it seemed like they just put a whole bunch of remember this, but
it's
lot of
definitely a
them
lot of
ain't
nostalgia.
horror and it is, but they just I don't
They
know.
missed some. They definitely. You're right. They missed a lot. The Mist. Oh goodness, that's a good movie.
Miss was cool. I'm going B. I'm not going A.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think it can go into A. It's a good movie though. Good movie. Good movie to miss. Um, Mother. Is that what that is? That Jennifer Lawrence? I don't know what that is. I ain't seen that.
I think I saw it, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
My Bloody Valentine. These movies were just nothing.
I don't remember.
I'm just gonna put and haven't seen. I don't even feel like rating them. Night of the Living Dead, the OG one, the original.
The original
Mm-hmm.
is goat.
All
It's a
right. Goat it
goat.
is.
'Cause that was the beginning of zombie movies.
I'm actually gonna try to zoom out a little bit because the scrolling is a little too much for me. Okay. Oh. Nosferatu. Come on now. What is it?
I don't.
1945.
Like, I don't know nothing about that.
The Nun. Okay, y'all. Dang heaven.
Mm,
The
that wasn't
Nun.
heaven.
The Nun
That was
had
a
us shooketh when it first came out.
I enjoyed the Nun. I heard people gave it a lot of negative
Oh,
feedback.
people was tearing this movie apart, but honestly, this movie was the stuff when it dropped and we went to theaters to see this. We enjoyed it a lot. What are you thinking though? Are you thinking B tier or A tier? Ma, can you hear me? Did I lose her? I don't know. I'm gonna put the Nun in B tier for right now. If she disagrees when I get her back, if I get her back, I've had her on for so long. I was only supposed to have her for like an hour, y'all. I've had her for like 2. I can't rate the Omen, Pet Cemetery. I can rate the Paranormal Activities though. The first Paranormal Activity was actually game changing. No, I can't hear you, man. I don't know what you keep doing, but I cannot hear you. Yeah, first Paranormal Activity was a game changer. Actually, a game changer. Like that was one of the first found footage movies. Ma, if you don't turn your mic on and stop texting me what the things is, you know how hard it's gonna be to have to read your text messages and do that? Just redo your mic. Your thing isn't even picking up. Like it's not even showing like register feedback. So whatever input you're using, you might have to change it back or something. I don't know what you did. Muted? Oh, never mind. Oh goodness. So at least it's not me having the technical troubles.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can.
Okay.
We lost you.
Okay. Yeah. Omen's goat.
Okay. I threw Paranormal Activity, the first one, into A. Do you disagree with that?
Nope.
S tier for that one. Open House. Never saw it.
Never heard of it.
I don't even. What is that? Arenado? I don't know what that says. Pan's Labyrinth. I never watched it. I heard that it was good though, but no matter what I heard, I ain't seen it.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that what year was that? If that is Pan's Labyrinth, is Labyrinth the one with the is that back in the day, babe?
Nah, Pan's Labyrinth isn't old. It's like newer.
Uh, no, is it underwater?
No,
They said no.
Labyrinth is when they're underwater.
no, Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh, Pam's Labyrinth. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that was.
That's not the one with Tom Cruise, right?
No,
because
That's legend.
that's who
Legend.
Legend. It was called Labyrinth. Labyrinth was the one with Tom Cruise. Labyrinth.
Yeah, so Pan's Labyrinth will
When
go
he's
with
got
haven't
when he's
seen.
with the devil with the horns. Yeah.
Paranormal Activity 2 was actually just fantasy and horror. Oh, okay. Paranormal Activity 2, it's just as good as the first one, but I don't think because Paranormal Activity, the first one, only got an A because of what it did to the movie genre. It's a B tier movie. Good movie. Paranormal Activity 2 is probably just as good, but I don't want to give it an A. I think it's a B tier movie. Like, they're both B tier movies. Paranormal Activity 3 was not very enjoyable. You're going to D tier. Pet Cemetery.
It's a goat.
Is
It's
it
not
now?
really. It's
Oh,
not.
this is the
It's
first
not.
one. Okay. Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely goated. Oh, this is the remake of Pet Cemetery. Uh,
I didn't like it.
it was
I didn't
okay.
like it.
I think I'm going. What do you think? D tier? I could
Um,
I could give it a C tier, but I'm
C or
indifferent.
D. C or D.
It's so forgettable too.
I didn't like it.
It's such a forgettable movie. Okay, I'm going D
I
tier
don't
then.
know. Was it a D? I don't want to say.
I don't think it deserves a D, but it's like
It'd be great if we could give it a C minus.
I know there's a couple on here, like maybe two movies that deserve a C minus, but if it's a C minus, it's got to go in a D. Like it just has to because I feel like I'm gonna go with something. Well, I feel like a C tier is no because Clown's in C tier and Midsummer's in C tier. So and Insidious Chapter 2 is in C tier. So there's some decent ones. Friday Final Destination 3, Friday the 13th. So there's some decent movies in C tier, not just movies I'm indifferent towards. So I feel like a Pet Cemetery being I'm way more indifferent. Like it's just a nothing burger of a movie to me. You know, it's a bread sandwich. So I don't think that I'm gonna give it anything. Did she cut her daggone thing off again? She sure did. How in the world did she do that? How'd she do it? No, I can't hear you, Ma, if you're asking. She texted me. It was like, "Can you hear me?" No. If I could hear you, then you wouldn't have to text me to ask you if I could hear you. It's just like old times, though. I done held her on stream as long as I've held her for normal videos. We only got like 30 left, which we can actually speed run for real. Let me see. No, I can't hear you. I don't know what you keep doing to your joint, to your mic, but you just it keep cutting. It keeps cutting out.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Oh my gosh, are you freaking serious?
I don't know what keeps happening. Like, is your mic messed up or?
No, I took my headphones off. I unplugged my headphones, and I guess it was just like you're not using your headphones, then you don't deserve to be on this movie.
Well, because the thing is, it'll detect that there's a change in the audio input. So until you like say there's a like put that change like yes this is the mic I'm using now or whatever, then that's probably what happens on there. But I don't
I
think you
just
have an
have to.
alternate.
I be having to log out and just log all the way back in.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, let's run through.
Yeah, I was
Which
gonna
one
say
is
we can
it?
speed run a lot of these.
Okay,
Phantasm.
Phantasm is a G.
Is it an OG?
Yes, Phantasm
It's
is
a
a
S
G.
tier?
Yeah.
Okay. And number two?
No, I didn't see anyone except for one and two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put those over here then. I don't even know what that says. That's probably another phantasm. Oh yeah, there's like what? Why do you have all these phantasm and phenomena? You seen that?
Ooh,
Phenomena.
nah. Mm-mm,
Oh.
no. See, this is what I'm saying, Quan.
I
Okay, this is
agree
what. This
100%.
is
Like
what.
there's
This
like
is.
35 movies that we just why is this even on the list? And you got some
Mm-hmm.
bangers that didn't make the list. So I
Didn't make the
agree.
list.
You got 350 movies on here and you missed some actual solid gold moves.
The ones that were actually S tiers.
Every time you all say, "Can you hear me now?" I think of that old version. Oh yeah, Verizon wireless commercial. Yeah, can you hear me now? That dude made a whole career from just saying those lines. Can you hear me now?
Right, and then another company bought him out. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes, straight up bought him out. Like, yeah, I can hear you now.
That's
Uh,
crazy.
Poltergeist.
Oh man, that's a G.
Okay, I feel like that's fair. Some of these movies you can't not put them in S tier. Um, this is Poltergeist, but I think this is the remake.
Any other ones can go into
Haven't seen.
I can see that one, huh?
Okay. Possession. I feel like I seen that, but I don't
I've seen it.
recognize the artwork, the cover. So I gotta go haven't seen unless you've seen it.
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay. Possum.
Never seen it.
Never seen it. Predator.
S tier or
S
above.
tier.
Can you do anything above S tier?
Above S tier. I was gonna say like this is we can if you wanted to we can go and look at anything we want to put above S tier. But yeah, Predator is
Listen, no,
definitely
it's S tier.
it's S tier easy. Predator 2 to me honestly I really like Predator 2.
I
I'm
love
I'm
Predator
debating
too.
on if I go S tier for that one too, but I think that one might
Yeah,
at least
I
argument can
loved
be
it.
made for A tier. Um,
A or S, either
I'll
one.
go A tier for now because I don't think that it's exactly as iconic as the first one.
Okay, true. That's true.
So, but Danny Glover kills it in this movie, and
Danny
the
Glover
Predator
is
is such a beast.
amazing.
You know, it's just such a good movie. But definitely
And
the first one is
I
just
love
man.
the honor of the end of it where they like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it gives him the pistol, which
Yep.
turns out like it's crazy. That pistol, I got to read the comic book about that gray predator who's super old. He actually owned that pistol and got it from a pirate who was about to fight him to the death after his crew went on a mutiny for some treasure. And he was about to fight him, and his crew went to try to kill him. So the predator helped the pirate kill his crew so he could fight him and
Hmm.
they start scrapping and one of his dudes ends up like surviving long enough to stab dude in the back and before the pirate dies he gives him his pistol and says take it and that's where the predator learned the line the English language take it so that's what he says take it it's a callback to
Oh.
that comic book with the two words that pirate said to him after he killed after his homie killed him so it's like really cool when I read that comic book and got to see like what like this is the tie back this is the dude and he lived they lived forever so this was like 400 years previous or
Okay.
even further
Yeah.
than that so he was like he aged up and became an elder and came back with a crew of his own so I was like yo that's really cool how they tied that together that's why I think the Predator universe is so dope like they have such extensive lore in that universe like it's so cool they just need to make better and more movies
Why we got your
man.
we got your we got your friends. They're saying OGs.
Oh yeah,
They
all
say
OGs go to S tier. T-Mobile. Yeah, I don't know who bought out the Verizon wireless
OGs.
dude. Who was that? Who did that? Was that AT&T?
I think so.
I can't remember who did that. It might have been T-Mobile. It might have been
I think it was
T-Mobile.
T-Mobile.
Somebody big bought him. They got him though for the right price. He betrayed his company. He was like, "Hey, what's that line that dude said?" He was like, "I'll tell on anyone."
Hold on, hold on. Okay, Google. What company does the "Can you hear me now" guy work for?
Literally.
next 9 years. It was an interesting marketing strategy. Many cell phone providers fight it out with pricing.
Verizon. Verizon catchphrase. Turn it over to another. Was he Sprint and then moved over to Verizon? He was Sprint. Now it's Verizon.
Yep. Yep. He joined Sprint. I thought it was somebody bigger than Sprint.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Predators. I like this movie. I'm so biased though. I'm so biased because I just love Predator. I love the whole everything about Predator. So, but the movie
Well, wait a
itself
minute.
is
What are we
good.
doing now? I'm sorry.
Predators, the one with Adrian Brody, 2010 version.
Wait a minute. The one where they with the sky.
Yes, where they were captured and thrown onto the planet,
Oh
game
my
preserved
God,
planet.
I love that
That was
fucking
such a
movie.
good
That was
movie.
that was either a G or an A.
I'm
And
going A
it's
tier at
almost
least.
it's almost a G because I've never seen anything like it. I loved the way that they did. I just loved it. It was so many things going on with that. But in order to go into that OG category, wow. I
You
mean,
have to
that's
be a
almost
game
like
changer.
yeah,
You have to.
yeah,
Every one
yeah.
of these movies, in their own right, changed the game,
You're right.
or they were just bomb movies. As far as an opinionated, I mean, AVP didn't change the game. It's just a bomb movie, in my opinion. Hereditary didn't change the game. It's just a bomb movie. But majority of these movies are either OGs, and all of the OGs effectively changed the game in their own right. Like, think about it.
You're
The
right.
only couple movies that aren't OGs is Alien vs. Predator, The Conjuring, Get Out, and Hereditary, and that's it. There's 4
Yeah,
movies up here, The Descent as well. So
yeah.
there's 5 movies up here that are not OGs. You know what I mean? That should tell you just how impactful these movies are to cinema. Sprint may be
Mhm,
bigger than we think. I mean, that's fair to say. That's actually facts. We
mhm,
might be sleeping on Sprint.
mhm.
Predator. I want to throw you off the tier list. How do you deserve to be on this tier list if Dawn of the Dead isn't here? You actual dumpster fire, dumpster juice, stanky booty, dirty Sanchez of a movie. I hate you. I want you to go away. I hate
Thank you.
I hate this movie. Y'all, I don't think y'all fully comprehend the amount of disappointment hit my heart when I seen this movie. I made my family go see this. Do you understand the amount of embarrassment I had to weigh on my shoulders when I took my family, my mama and my papa and my little bruh to go see this movie? To see this
That was
travesty
awful. It was just
in the
awful.
theater?
I was in there like, what sense does this
We
movie make?
I was so excited to see this movie. We went to the early
We left
screening.
out the we
It
left out the
it it
theater.
came out that Friday and we went to see it Thursday at the only screening it had at the only
We were
theater in my
we
city.
were like, what did the dogs have to do with? What did this have to do with anything? What did this have to do
Autism
with
is
anything?
technically the next step in human evolution. Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh. Whew. It was horrible.
I
It was
this
horrible.
this right
It
here.
needed a moment of silence for the stupidity.
Listen, we was gonna do a movie review on it, but I don't know. I want to. I still want to. I still think I should because this movie right here. I've seen movie reviews on it, but I don't think enough people ragged on it as much as they should have. This movie deserves all the hate, all of it. Prince of Darkness. Don't remember that. Don't remember that.
No, I don't remember.
The Prowler. Don't remember that.
No. Come on, man. Are you
Psycho
serious?
Gorman. Never watched it.
I remember Psycho, but I don't remember Psycho
Psycho
Gorman.
Gorman is actually not an old movie. It's newer. Just came out a couple years ago.
Whoa. Okay, and then the other one is the Psycho, a regular Psycho.
Yeah, Psycho. But it's not American
The
Psycho.
regular Psycho. It's not the Psycho from here, Norman Bates.
No, that's American Psycho. Is where's that at? I think we already rated that one. It's right here. It's in haven't seen American Psycho right there. Unless that's
No,
not Norman Bates, I don't know who that is.
Norman Bates is the original Psycho.
Well,
Psycho was made in like 70s or the 80s,
well, if that's not
and
it, I don't know.
it would have to be a G. That it might be that because it would have to be a G because it was. I didn't like it and I wasn't scared of it, but just what it was.
I don't know if I can give it S then. If you didn't like it and I ain't seen it and it's not scary, by what grounds do we give it an S tier?
Just because of what it was.
What is it? A
It's
movie
a,
that
it's
a
a,
lot of people liked?
she said it had Christian Bale in it.
That's
What's
American
wrong with
Psycho.
Norman Bates? Like,
Yeah, American Psycho has Christian Bale. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah,
Mac
the
and
black and
Son
white one.
as the same thing. Like the black and white one. Where's the black and white one? Where's the
So
original?
I don't know, because if that's not this one,
How
then
did
I
they
don't know.
leave that off the list?
I don't
This
know.
is
Maybe this is the one. Maybe we just don't recognize the cover art. I don't know what this is.
yes, the stabbing in the shower scene, which to me, Psycho itself was.
Haven't seen-
I mean, it just was such a cult classic. You know what I mean? It never scared me, but it was such a. I mean, it was like the Father's Day
Pumpkinhead.
of that movie.
That's what.
It would have to be a G.
So do you want me to move that
Alfred
one up to
Hitchcock.
the
Yep,
S
Alfred
tier?
Hitchcock.
So
If it's Alfred Hitchcock's movie, if not,
this
no,
one.
because I don't know what the other ones are.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it down here because I feel like we're just unclear. Even chat doesn't really know. They are too. Like, yeah, so chat is unclear on what that one is. Oh no, it actually does say Alfred Hitchcock right there on the front. So yeah, I'll
And
throw
it's
it up in
got to
S
be
tier
a
then.
G.
That's
Not
fine.
not because I love it or nothing like that.
I
It's
mean, if
just
you
because
gonna vouch for it like that, then it is what it is. You know, I ain't gonna fight you on it. Pumpkinhead 1 and 2. I haven't seen either one
Pumpkinhead I remember, but I don't remember enough to
to vote
give it
for it.
like a B or Z or
You
nothing
got
like
4
that.
Pumpkinheads on here, man.
Nah, just I haven't seen them.
Puppet Master,
Puppet Master was good.
but there's 5 of them.
Puppet Master 1, I'm gonna give a B.
B, okay.
Mhm.
You ain't seen the rest of them?
Nope.
Okay, cool, easy. So this was actually a easier tier list just because of all the ones we haven't seen.
Which is really sad.
Which I mean I'm cool with because you got 350 movies. I want to be able to speed run some of this. The Purge was the first Purge is actually really good. I liked it a lot.
I just don't see him as being a horror movie.
I think it could be considered a horror movie though. I think it's fair to consider a horror movie. I think that the first Purge gets an A tier from me for how good it was and unexpected it was. It could go B.
I like A.
You like A? Okay, I was gonna say it depends on what you think.
Yeah,
I've
I
not
haven't
seen a
a
single
single
Purge because I'm a
Purge
chicken.
chicken.
That's honestly fair.
That's
Because if
great.
you ain't seen any of them and you watch the first one might get you a little bit. First one's really thrilling. The Purge, Anarchy. Honestly, the rest of the Purges. Which one? The only one. The first Purge
I
was
like
good.
the last one. I like the last one when they were.
In the hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's a B tier at least.
B. Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of these, this one, the Forever Purge, that's a dumpster fire. That's actually a terrible movie. The Purge Anarchy, that's the second one. I'll give it a
I'll
C
give it
tier.
a C. Yeah, that's like C.
Purge Election Year, you're not good. I'm gonna give you a D. The Pyramid. Oh, I like this movie. This is actually a surprisingly decent movie. It's not a good movie. Not a bad movie either. Go C tier. I believe this is the one that has Anubis in it. And he's still living technically living or existing in one of the pyramids of Giza, and intruders is getting towed up. And I like it because it's like, hey, stop messing with the pyramids. That's black culture. Leave it alone. Y'all don't need to be up in there twiddling your little thumbs, being like, ooh, let me get this and chop the nose off. Nah, Anubis is in there and he like, chop the dude up. But yeah, not a bad watch. Worth the watch. Reanimator. Didn't see any of them.
Yeah, Reanimator 1.
Didn't see any
Oh
of them.
my
But I
God.
do know that it's, very highly praised.
Reanimator 1 is A for sure.
Reanimator, okay.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see number 2 or 3?
Mm-mm.
Alright. Easy. Bam, like that. Wreck. So Wreck is literally the shot for shot original of Quarantine. For that reason, it is literally Quarantine. So it's pretty much. Let me see if Quarantine. So Quarantine isn't on here. So Wreck, instead of Quarantine, what would you rate Quarantine? Since Wreck is the actual original Quarantine, it's literally the same movie.
Quarantine was an A.
Quarantine's the easy A. I was gonna say A. I thought about an S, but it's not an S. Wreck 2. Wreck 2 is just about as good. I'll give it a B. I like the Wreck movies. They get a little much later on, but I haven't seen any of them after 2. But I have seen like some, people talking about it and talking about how kind of crazy they are. But I'll go haven't seen for these ones. Red Dragon. Haven't seen. Repulsion. Haven't seen. Resident Evil, the OG with my baby. Ooh, Michelle Rodriguez. My first Hollywood crush. The movie was good. I think a C tier. What do you think?
For Resident Evil?
Maybe B. Yeah, maybe B. Yeah, B.
Evil to me, I thought was a G.
The first Resident Evil? I'm looking at it objectively as a movie, but I think thinking about how I actually felt about it, I can go A.
What it was an A or a G.
I'm going A. I'll meet you right there.
Yeah.
It didn't like redefine the genre. It didn't really do anything crazy like that, but it was a good movie, especially for its time, and it definitely was like, this movie's actually scary. Zombies was going hard, so it was. Now I'm thinking, you got it. Sometimes you have to have somebody to kind of get you off one train of thought so you can get on another. So that is because originally I'm like, is this? But nah, it's fair. Resident Evil Apocalypse. It's not that good of a movie. I'm going C tier. It doesn't deserve anything higher than that. Resident Evil Extinction. All of the ones after number 2 were actually bad. D tier. Afterlife. D tier. You lucky you don't go in dumpster fire. Retribution. You're going in dumpster fire. You're a trash movie. What is this one? I don't even know what this one is. I'm just gonna put it. I haven't seen. The Ritual. I like this movie. This is the one where they get lost in the forest with Motor, one of Loki's kids. I say that like she knows. The big antler thing. You remember that? Yeah. Have you seen The Ritual? You ain't seen it? Good watch. Good movie. I'm gonna go in B tier for this one.
I might have.
I think a good argument could be made for A tier because it is a good movie, but I'm gonna sit it here in B tier for now. I don't know what that is. It doesn't have any words on it. So, the first Saw. What do you think about that one, Ma?
I'm not a fan of Saw.
I wasn't a fan of Saw either. The first Saw was good. I'll give it that. But any of the, I'll go C tier for the first Saw.
Maybe. Well, that's us, but I think that other people would argue that it should be in.
We not worried about other people though. This is our tier list.
Okay.
Yeah, we not ranking. That's the thing though, Ma. It's like we not ranking these movies based off of like objective quality, all like that. We can admit when a movie is objectively good for sure. But if we personally are like, I didn't like this movie, then that's the whole point of our tier list. Like we gonna just say, oh yeah, it's an S tier movie, and we don't think it's nothing but a B.
I didn't like them.
I didn't care for any of the Saws for real. I'll just for time's sake, I'll just put all of them in C tier. Some of them are worse than other, but I'll just put them all in C tier because I'm indifferent to all of them. Oh shoot, what did I do? I put one of the saw. Where did it go? What in the world? I mean, I'm not that pressed about where it went. I don't care. That new Saw. Where you think that goes? The one with Chris Rock.
A D.
A D. Okay. I'll put all of them except that one in the D tier. Oh my God, there's so many Saws. That's so dumb. C and D. I didn't think it was any worse or better than the other Saws. Scanners.
I don't remember it. I remember it, but I don't. So I can't. I'm just gonna say haven't seen it because I don't remember it.
Scarecrows.
Nope, I never saw it.
Scream, the original.
I don't know. C.
You going B? I didn't care for any of these movies, so I was just gonna put them all. I was gonna put if the first one, wherever the first one was at, I was gonna put the rest of them a tier below it.
Well, C.
So you going C for this one, for the first one?
Mm-hmm.
All right, rest of them is going in D tier because these movies didn't do anything for me. This was everything wrong with Michael Myers and why he wasn't scared for me on a whole different level. Because this was just an actual regular dude with a kitchen knife. I get it, it's scary, but the whole thing is like you're not gonna catch me really running from a dude with a kitchen knife. I will box you and I'll probably beat your face in before I let you stab me up like that. Y'all like, no, don't turn around, catch these hands. What you think you're doing?
That's so funny. She said, "Why does Chris Rock want to be taken so seriously?"
Listen. He was. I'm gonna find the killer. He was so into the role. I appreciated it though. I appreciated like him trying. But like especially what I really appreciated is how they tried to do the flashback and make him look younger by giving him a hat and turning it around, and that's it. It was supposed to be like 15 years earlier or something. Samuel L. Jackson looked exactly the same, and he just got a hat to the back. Like, I was like, yo, man, I see what y'all tried to do, but man, I appreciate the effort. But yeah, nah, it's not a winner.
It was quite sad.
7.
7?
Yeah.
7 was good.
Is that Morgan Freeman?
7. Woof, that was good.
Is that Morgan Freeman that's in that joint?
I don't know if it was Morgan Freeman.
It looked like Morgan Freeman. You know Morgan Freeman's is my ish.
B.
B?
At least a B.
I'm taking your word for it. I haven't seen it. The Shining. Oh, here we go. Right up in there. Right up in that S tier. Right up in that S tier. What is that? Signs. No. SGD. What is this? I'm going haven't seen. I don't know what that says.
OG.
Yes.
Like OG.
Oh, the Silence of the Lambs. Is that horror or is that thriller?
That's thriller. That ain't no goddamn horror movie.
I mean, cause like we could put it in OG, but I feel like it's more accurately not horror.
Not horror.
Okay.
I can't even stick that up there. That's worse than Jaws to me.
Yeah. Silent Hill.
Silent Hill was creepy.
It was creepy. I think we can go a fair. What do you think? C tier?
I would say B.
B. Okay. I'm cool with that. It was definitely creepy. Silent Hill 3D. Haven't seen. Silent Night, Deadly Night. We ain't seen that. Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yeah, Silent Night, Deadly Night. Ooh.
Oh, so you saw that? You saw Silent Night, Deadly Night?
Yeah, boy.
Okay, hold on. Where are we putting it?
B. It's a B.
A B. What about number 2?
Yeah, that was. I didn't see the second one.
There it is. Sinister. Ooh, buddy. You're an easy A. You are an easy A. You remember Sinister, don't you?
The music in that was,
Oh
oof.
my goodness. Very creepy movie. Very good written movie. Sinister 2, not so much.
I don't remember that.
Uh you're a C tier.
I don't
It was
remember
so
that one.
repetitive. It was one of those movies that knew that the first one was so good, so it literally just tried to do everything the first one did and just give it to you again and think that it was gonna work the same way.
Mm-mm.
The Sixth
Okay.
Sense. That's not
I
horror.
love it.
That's
It
not
wasn't
horror.
horror. It wasn't horror, but it was an amazing
It's a
movie. But
great
it's not horror.
movie, but I
No.
honestly, it's one of those movies that sucks because okay, you know what? Since we did AVP and it technically isn't horror, we can do the Sixth Sense. You want to throw that in S tier?
I would give it an A.
A. Okay.
Mhm.
I feel like it's fair because it's a movie that's like even though it's technically not horror, I want to give it a vote because it's such a good movie. Slaughter High, never seen it.
Mm-mm.
Sleepwalkers,
Mm-mm.
Heads Will Roll.
Mm-mm.
Slender Man. Oh goodness, go in the dumpster fire right now. Burn it with fire. Kill it with fire. Slither. This movie's a lot of fun.
Never saw it.
This actually Slither's a lot of fun. It's not a good movie by no means, but it is a lot of fun to watch. So I'm gonna go C tier. It's got some decent comedy. It's a decent watch. Like a movie that if you ain't got nothing to watch, it's it's a decent movie. I like what they did, uh, but it's not a
Oh,
very
congratulations! Getting your black belt. That's awesome.
nice, nice.
That is great.
You better tell Insu to stay on your good side. I know he's been helping you keep your diet and everything and stay under control and all that good stuff. But look, I'm scared for him. Filmed around the first house shot. What's up with y'all and knowing people or being people who grow up around these scary houses? Cause I
Right.
like I don't like none of that. If I know that there's a house up the street, look, that's like being the person who moved next door to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house.
Right.
Be like, yeah, hey, buddy, come on over. I live right next door to the Chainsaw Massacre house. You can still hear the screams at night. It's crazy. Like, what? Heck no. Smiley.
No.
Nope, ain't never heard of it. Society. Okay, look, y'all. That's a good movie. The Shunting.
Mm-mm.
You ain't seen that? I'm giving.
Mm-mm.
Look, now this is something that movie buffs would hate me for. I'm not giving it an S tier, but I'm going A tier. Society is one of those. Oh, it's a classic. It's an OG, but it doesn't get to sit with the OGs. It's not cool enough to sit at the cool table. You know what I mean? Split. That's a good movie.
It wasn't horror.
It wasn't horror. It's not. The Strangers. That's not a good movie. What do you
It
think?
didn't. I didn't. It was all right.
D tier.
Yeah.
Suspiria. I don't remember this movie. I think that's an
Mm-mm.
old movie. There's another one. Sweetheart. I never watched it. It's on Netflix right now, but I never watched it. Did you?
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
Terrifier. That movie is actually bananas.
Mm-mm.
I'm going. It's not a bad movie. I'll go C tier. I'll go C tier. It was creepy. It was very creepy. Terror Vision. I know you've seen that.
Oh my gosh. A.
A. Do it. Bam.
TV. TV. TV.
I
TV.
can't read that. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. OG.
Oh wow. Yeah. OG.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotta go S tier, right? I personally
Yeah. It's gotta be
wouldn't give it
OG.
S tier, but
It has
it's
to.
the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It kind of
Right.
has to, even if you
Mm.
want to argue that it doesn't. Number 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and
No,
8.
they can go whatever they want
I'm just
to.
gonna
Give
go with
me.
haven't seen. I don't feel like ranking them
Yeah. I haven't seen. Okay.
because I actually haven't seen most of these. I think I saw like two more maybe. Uh, Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds.
No, I don't know nothing about it.
The Fly. Just haven't seen.
The
The
fly. The
Fly.
fly was. Not scary. I don't know why it's there.
Well, then we'll just put him in not horror. The Ring. Here we go. The Ring. This was almost a game changer.
OG? Is OG?
Is Dad still there? Cause I might have to get his input on that one.
He's downstairs. I'm upstairs now.
Oh, okay.
I'm in bed.
I know. I was gonna say you're way past your bedtime. It's just like old times, isn't it? I'm keeping you up for videos. I'm keeping you up for content. But at least you're gonna sleep good.
Oh, okay. Somebody said that yes, it's not an
Not an OG. Okay, Micah-san. I see you. That's, and you know what? I agree. I think this can go in an A tier because this movie did have a lot of people shooketh, but it's not. It ain't S tier. It's not. I feel you on that. That's yeah. What do you think? Does it get A tier?
I freaking love that they're saying OG. That is everything.
Well, you coined it. You know, that's it. The Ring 2, I didn't watch. Well, I did watch The Ring 2, but I don't remember it.
No, I don't remember.
I don't remember, so I'll put it I haven't seen. Oh, the Rings. Rings was not very good. It's like the reboot, remake, or something. It goes D tier. It's not very good. Cabin in the Woods. This is a good freaking movie. This was a lot of fun, right? This is one of the most meta scary movies that, like, it's like a scary movie inside a universe where they're aware of all the scary movies. Like, it's, have you seen The Cabin in the Woods, Ma?
Are they watching them?
Yeah, where they were watching them get killed as like sacrifices to the
That
gods
is
or whatever.
So weird.
I thought this movie was a lot of fun. Cause it
But
was
I'll
like,
let you rank it. I'll let you rank that.
okay, yeah, cause this like the movie wasn't taking it like it. The whole point is that it's a parody on scary movies, but it's still its own scary movie because it's meta. I'm going B tier. I won't give it an A tier, but it's definitely B tier, easy. The Dead Zone. I'm gonna have to let you rank that.
I don't know anything about the Dead Zone.
Remind. The Empty Man.
No.
The Grudge. Here we go. My initial instinct is to give it A tier.
Okay, A's fine.
Okay, just like The Ring. I feel like if The Ring gets A tier, Grudge has to get A tier.
I think the Grudge and the Ring are in the same category.
They gotta be. The Meg. That's not horror, so I don't even know why it's there. The Night House. I haven't seen that. The Others. I haven't seen that.
I don't remember.
Remember? Okay. The Visit. I personally, I know it's crazy. I've actually never watched that movie. I know it's the one with the grandparents and they like killed the other grandparents, and pretended to be the other grandparents.
Oh, okay. A C.
See, okay. I feel like that's fair because I don't know much about it. The Wicker Man. Nope, haven't seen it.
No.
They Live.
Ooh, They Live. A.
A. Okay. Oh, I got 2 S tiers coming up, man. 2 S tiers right back to back. We got The Thing. Come on now, easy S tier.
Yeah.
I feel like Wicker Man is scary but not frightening. I feel you there. The Train to Busan.
Oh.
Gotta go right up in here, right up in S tier. You right there.
Booty-ya.
Man, that is a S plus tier zombie movie. One of, if not the best zombie movie released in the last 10 years. I will put that out there. Put my name with a stamp on it. Train to Busan is one of the best zombie movies out in the last 10 years. Give it 15. 15. I put 15 on it. Because the last time I ever had a zombie movie make me feel that much, whether it was like intensity, fear, just thrills, and emotion. Listen, do y'all not understand that this was one of the first movies to make me feel on the verge of tears when that little girl was crying and let go of her daddy. That little girl acted her little butt off, man. When I tell
Hey,
you,
Daquan,
huh?
you know, you know, you know what's so crazy about these movies um that are made in Korea is
Mocking said, "Wow, do you disagree that Train to Busan is?" I'm telling you, I'm telling you. What was you saying, Mom?
now are these Korean movies? Train to
I
Busan?
think this is. I think Train to Busan is Korean because I believe Busan is in Korea. Moon, correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I believe it's because it's Seoul and Busan. They're both in Korea. Now I'm gonna
Oh,
watch it now. Oh my God, you haven't seen it? Yes, please watch that. Please
oh
watch
my
it.
goodness.
Listen,
Oh yes.
I'm telling you, like look, what stuck with me. Everything about this movie was great. I enjoyed
Don't
every.
say nothing else.
I'm not,
Just
no, no,
say
no,
what
no.
you
I'm not spoiling nothing. I'm just going to embellish a little bit. Um, I'm everything about the
oh
movie.
before you embellish, let me tell you something real quick.
Hmm.
The show that I just told you to watch, All of Us
All
Are
of Us Are
Dead,
Dead. I was started it
it will
today,
go
but I
on
had to
here.
stream.
It will go on here. It will go on here.
Okay, where would you put
And
it?
I would put it as an A.
Okay.
I wouldn't put it as a G because it's not all the way gangster, but it is so cold though. One of the things that I like
You hyping
about
it
what
up,
they
and I
do.
really can't. I'm actually, cause like I'm gonna start watching it after I get off stream. So now
No, let me tell
I'm
you.
feeling
No,
like
let me
Mocking
tell you.
Son now, cause now like you telling me you don't want me to embellish on the Train to Busan for Mocking so they can watch it. Now I'm like, yo, I don't want you to embellish for me, cause I'm ready to watch it now.
No, no, I'm about to tell you one of the main things that I like about their films
Okay.
is the way that they manipulate the bodies of the zombies.
Oh yes, they do that
That to
so
me is
well. The
so dope.
contorting.
Oh
But
my
you do
god.
okay. So look, that's one of the main reasons why we used to love those Exorcist movies, the exorcism movies, the
Yes,
possession movies. Cause when they'd be
yes,
possessed and they'd be growling and then contorting their
yes.
body, we'd be
It would
like,
be
oh
like
my, cause it's
crack,
inhuman.
crack, crack, crack. Yes,
Inhuman. It's demonic. It's scary. So when you're this
yes,
creature and you possessed by a virus and your body's taking over and you start contorting like a beast, it's scary. That intensity, and they was doing that in Train to Busan.
Train to
That was, I'm
Busan.
telling you, it's one of the first times we really got to see a lot of that contorting going on.
I think that that is one of the things that I really, really, really
Busan. Okay.
because they coined that. You know what I mean? That's their thing. You know what I mean?
Hey, I know a little bit of my Korean cities. Come on, I know Seoul. I mean, everybody knows Seoul. But I,
Busan.
Busan.
It's called Busan
It's called Busan, apparently.
and not
So,
Busan.
so I guess American people pronounce it Busan, but it's a P sound, Busan.
Busan.
Yeah,
Oh, nice. Oh, JK and Jimin
yeah, are from Busan, which
Busan.
is crazy.
That's
So,
cool. That's crazy.
cause
Oh
I
yeah,
know
I didn't
one
know
of
that
them,
about
I
that
think it was
movie.
Jin. I believe it was Jin was the one I told you who got discovered at a train station. Isn't that correct? Isn't that how he got discovered? Is that they saw him at a train station, one of the executives, and saw him and was like, "You look good. I want you on my team," and he got picked
That's
up.
so crazy. I
Yeah.
wonder what they feel about that movie, that zombie movie like that. You
Yeah,
really
I
do.
know, right? Because they be like, yo, like, I gotta go home and visit my family. That is crazy. I do wonder what they think about a movie like Train to Busan.
But that is all I wanted to. That's all I wanted to say was that what they did with their zombies. Okay, because so when we went from the slow zombies to the fast running zombies to the contorting their body zombies. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And
yes.
and
Everyone else
so
audition.
that
Oh,
is
okay.
yeah. That's what I like.
Yeah, that is true because the zombies are still fast, but they're not fast in the same aspect. Like they still contort their body. They get that movement that makes you feel like they're not human anymore, which is what I like. Whereas like the
Yeah.
zombies from 28 weeks later were more like enraged people. They were just like
Yes.
really angry people. They still had their people like movements. Whereas like when you take off the movement of the people, they no longer move like a human being. That's a different level of fear that you get to access because it's creepy,
Yes,
you know.
yes, it absolutely. Now the ones from the movies, like the ones that are enraged, those are just Trump supporters.
They're free Trump supporters. Get back here, you Biden lover! He voted for Biden. Get him.
Oh my goodness.
So JK auditioned for a reality show, got cut, then got offers from different companies. That's what's up. What a way to like turn a negative into a positive, to get cut.
Wow.
You know, and that's like, we have stories like that here. Like even Michael Jordan. You know, Michael Jordan got cut from the basketball team and became one of the greatest basketball players to ever do it. You know, and this is after he got cut. So it's like, I love stories like that where you know, you get rejected and then become
Well, you're
one of the
dude
biggest
that you
names.
love.
Who?
One dude that slept at the table. The
Oh.
football player you like.
Oh, yeah, Lamar Jackson. Yeah, like Lamar Jackson. He was one of the last draft picks, if not the last draft pick. Nobody really wanted him because he was a quarterback who was fast like a wide receiver. And there's a picture that I showed my mom that went viral where he was asleep with his mom at the table at the draft for the NFL, and they picked him up, and the Ravens picked him up. And just so happened to be the Ravens was my team. So when they picked up Lamar, I had seen him play in Louisville, and I was like, no way they got this dude. And Joe Flacco was about to leave. He's about to retire. So it was perfect timing. And he went out there and became MVP on his rookie year at 24 years old, and was dogging on veterans in the NFL. I mean, it's such the dude is like a beacon of light. You know what I mean? Like, just his story is so inspirational.
Yeah,
I love
amazing
stories like that.
story.
Get cut and then get offers from all those companies. Jake,
Yes,
you
exactly.
know what I mean? Cook he's one of the most recognizable faces in music right now. You know what I mean? You can't go nowhere without everybody knows who BTS is. So to know that he
Yeah.
got cut and now he's part of a actual international movement. You know what I mean? Like, that's huge.
You know, I love the commercial with the phone.
Yeah. Yeah, where they're on a train.
Yep.
Yeah, that song is actually kind of fire though. I like it though. I like, it's so funky. I get down with that song. But yeah, I
love
like
that
it.
commercial.
Yeah.
I love that commercial.
Yep. Tremors. Where does Tremors sit at?
Tremors is not.
It's not horror.
It's not horror at all.
Okay. Triangle.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either. Trick or Treat. That's a good movie.
I don't remember that.
I'm going straight up. This is either it's not an A tier, but it's easy B tier. Easy B tier. Unfriended. This is you lucky you don't get a D. I'll throw you in C though. It's a decent movie. But it's nothing. Unfriended, Dark Web. You're a dumpster fire. You're actually a trash movie. Us. I mean, it's not my favorite movie. It's a good movie.
What's
It's
that?
not scary. It's a thriller. But I'll rate it. What do you think?
I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
You didn't like that one.
Oppenheimer?
Yeah, you really didn't like it. I think I could give it a B because I enjoyed it, but I'm gonna give it a C.
For sure.
I like but I'm biased. I love Lupita. So pretty. VHS.
Mm-mm.
No, okay. VHS 2, VHS 3. Like, come on, man.
No.
You don't got Dawn of the Dead. You got 4 VHSs.
Right.
Vid. I don't know what that is. The Village. Ooh, wait, no, that's not The Witch. Yeah, I'm thinking of The Witch. The Village. Do you remember that? That's the M. Night Shyamalan movie, the one that was really dumb.
Mm-mm.
Virus. Don't know what that is.
I think
Remember that?
Virus was a horror movie.
Void.
It was a thriller. Never heard of it.
Nope. The Witch. Oh, okay. Here we go. Yeah, The Witch. That's right up there, A tier. Good movie right here. That's a good movie. Good movie, y'all. The Witch. I heard The Village pissed so many people off. I think the ending was really what did it. But yeah, did you see The Witch, man?
No, and that cracks me up. She said the village pissed me off.
Yeah. Plus, once you see the ending, it's not worth watching again. Yeah, I heard the ending was like the worst thing ever. It's M. Night Shyamalan though, so he's either hitting or he's missing. You know, he the type of dude to have a movie like The Freaking Happening and cast Mark Wahlberg. You know what I mean? Like, what were you thinking? But yeah, The Witch, that's a good movie. If you haven't seen that, that's an enjoyable.
If I turned it on, I probably would. I probably would remember it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you probably would. You probably would. I feel
And
like
see,
you've
that's the
seen it.
thing for me. That's the thing for me. If it didn't make me remember it, then I'm like, oh, it was good, but I don't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah. It's hard to rate it, especially because if like we're thinking of movies that are unforgettable, those are the movies that are easy to rate. You know.
Mhm.
Haven't seen that one. The Woman in Black. I didn't watch it.
Mm-mm.
World War Z. I'm.
World War Z is gonna get an A to me. But
Okay,
that's
I can do an A tier. That's fine. It's got its flaws, but it's a good movie. Extro. I ain't seen that. You're
Mm-mm.
Next. That movie is going straight up in the D tier. You know what? I'll throw it in dumpster fire. Wait, 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 wait. You're Next. Hold on.
Jeon Jung Gu. Jeon Jung Gu.
Jungkook. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. So a lot of times people just call him
Jung
Cook. Um, but yeah, Jungkook is You're Next. Okay, hold on, hold on. Images. Okay, no, 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 no. This is the movie that where the girl, uh, uh, this movie went hard, ma. This movie went actually
What?
hard, cause the girl, had been like trained by survivalists, and the siblings, remember, had planned to kill their whole family for the money.
What was the name of that movie?
You're Next.
What's it called?
You're Next.
You're Next. Me and your dad was trying to figure out what was the name of that because we wanted to watch it again.
Yes.
But I don't see it being a horror movie. I see it as being a thriller. But it was good as
It's definitely
hell.
it's definitely fair to call it a horror movie in my opinion.
I don't think so. Not
I
at all.
definitely I'm
That's
I'm
not
I'm
horror.
going to
That's
rate
not
it.
scary. That's not scary. That's
It's not
something.
scary
That's
to
more
us.
survival.
It's not scary to us.
The movie is a solid A plus, or I mean an A minus or a B plus, but it's good enough to where I wanted to watch it again.
Yeah, I'm going A tier for Your Next. It's a fun watch. I feel like if I'm going to put a movie that's
Oh
fun to
my
watch.
gosh! Vanessa said I've seen pretty much all of these. Horror is my genre, so I decided to
Oh.
stay quiet.
Well, you didn't stay
Why?
quiet on the Disney one.
No,
You let me have it
no.
on that one.
You shouldn't. You didn't have to stay
She's
quiet.
also
I would have
watching the
just been
K-drama.
honest.
That's why she decided to stay quiet. She distracted.
I would have. I would have. Oh, we
I like the
love the
storylines.
gore.
Yeah, not gore so much. Yeah. I mean, it depends because like think of it like the Evil Dead remake was all about gore and no substance, you know. So we're not just focused on the gore. We're definitely interested in storylines. Some movies are
Well,
just
you
good
can't
because
have
they're
no. You
good.
can't have no. You can't have no storyline. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but that's what I'm saying. So it's like you got booty storyline but good gore. Eh, your movie's kind of trash. The
Vanessa,
Evil
I
Dead
wish that
remake
you would
had
have
good
more.
gore. It had great
I would
gore,
have
but it was
loved for
just too
you to
much.
have given your opinion because I would want to see if you agreed with us. And I wish that I could have been here with you guys on the cartoon ones because now that Quan, you know, would I have agreed with you guys?
On the cartoon ones,
Yeah.
maybe I don't know, but that's definitely an interesting one that I'd like to have you back on sometime to do. I wouldn't mind doing them at all. We can do the same ones like the Disney one, the Pixar one, and the DreamWorks one. I really would like to know what you think about those tier lists because they were a lot of fun to do those ones because and
Now you
those you have
know.
very strong opinions on because all of them are movies that we've pretty much seen.
Well, the thing about it is a lot of them are going to be personal.
Yeah,
They're going to be personal for me because
exactly.
this
That's
is
the
what I
beauty in
raised
it.
you guys to. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
exactly. That's why I put
So
Finding Nemo in S tier. You know what I mean? I'm like, do you not realize this movie came out and it was on repeat? You know what I mean? It was my little brother. This is the movie of my little brother right here. Like this is it. It's S tier, but it's also S tier because it's a
yes,
great movie. Um,
yeah. And one of the movies that I grew up with, that I brought you guys up was Lion King.
right.
Like, oh, you aching? Yup, yup, yup. Oh, you
Yes.
yup, yup.
Yes. That's why I was like the Jungle Book. We're going S tier. I was like, you can't think bare
Yes.
necessities. I was like, bro, the bare necessities already
Oh,
puts
bare
that in the S tier.
necessities.
Like we'll have to do the Disney one next time because That one would be fun because I already had one done, and when I did it, my other dude that I did it with, Sammy, already had his done. So he kind of was like overseeing mine, but was changing his depending on if I convinced him to change it. And my chat actually still has not forgiven me for Lilo and Stitch. I thought they did, but they haven't. So, but let's
And you
finish
know
this
what?
up. We only got two
What's
left.
so funny is that your Lilo and Stitch, I would have probably been with you on Lilo and Stitch because I didn't bring you up on Lilo and Stitch. Like we never really watched it. You know what I mean?
That's what I was trying to explain. I was like,
So
I
we
know
didn't have
that
a
Lilo and
personal
Stitch was the thing,
attachment.
but we didn't really watch Lilo and Stitch like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's so
there was no
tough.
personal attachment.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was no part because I watched the movie. Look, they're both like never, never. Like they're listen. When I told them I was putting in an A tier, even my dude Sammy, who I was doing the stream with, was like, "Bro, no, come on, man, come on." You convinced me because he had Lion King in A tier. I convinced him to put it in S tier. So he was like, "Come on, man, like you convinced me. I gotta convince you to go S tier." And I was like, "Bro, like there's just not enough attachment there." So
You know
that
what's
was
so
fun.
funny? Is I've never seen Lilo and Stitch.
Well,
Never seen
I
it.
was gonna say I don't think you did. I know that I watched the movie, but I didn't really watch the show that much. But I liked the movie. I thought the movie was a lot of
Never
fun.
even
But I
seen it.
think the people who watched the movie and the show, it sat with them a lot. But we didn't, you know. So that was the
Yeah,
big
we
thing
never
about it.
saw it. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Okay, well we got two more.
yep. Well, one really, Zombieland.
Zombieland.
It's technically not horror.
Zombieland, is that the one with the double pump?
That's the
With the
set. That's
Twinkies?
yes, yes. He's looking for Twinkies. And it's got the dude. He goes by his name is Ohio, and they all go by the states their
Oh.
name. It's
Um,
it's it's a fun watch.
I want to
Um,
go B on those two.
on both of them,
Yeah.
I'll meet you in the middle. Give Zombieland a B, and for Double Tap, I'll go C. I'm not giving that anything above a C tier. It's not that good of a movie. Zombieland
Let's
is
talk about
definitely comedy.
All of us are dead.
Yes. All of us are dead.
Yes.
Yes, that's what we was talking about, Nessa. Is that show? Mom, she had just told me about it, and apparently it's good because I had told her to watch Hellbound, and I told her to watch Sweet Home, which she still hasn't watched. Um, and I told her to watch The Witcher. I had a lot of fun watching The Witcher, but she's not gonna like The Witcher. My dad gonna like it. Um, but yeah, all of us are dead. Yeah, that one's good. Hellbound though, we talked about Hellbound. That show, ooh man.
That was
They
good.
started off tearing people up. Look, I felt bad because in the first episode, when the dude was running through the street like, ah, I was laughing because like it kept doing those shots where it would go by like, ah, ah.
You,
So I was weak because it kept doing the high low where he was running past the car so fast and he was just gone. Like I was like with him. Like I was like, yo, I'm running too because you can't fight them. Like that's a thing that if I
right,
see it, you gonna run. So I was with him
right.
when he was running. Like I'm like, yo, I don't care how long I gotta run. I'm taking off. And they were sitting there punching cars like, move, move, car.
Man, they were
Like
mean.
they were mean. They was throwing dude on a car, throwing him around. I was like, oh my
Yes.
god.
Vanessa, you said that you watched School Nurse Files? What is that? School Nurse Files.
It might be a K drama.
Is
Korean
it
Korean drama.
scary? Is it horror? Is it
If it's
zombies?
if it's a K drama, then it's a drama. It's a Korean drama.
School
I'm
Nurse
just making
Files.
assumptions. Like I know because I know that she watches a lot of Korean drama. So, um, but yeah,
Because
what
I'm going
two?
to see
What?
if I'm going to type it down to watch it.
Yeah, I don't know. Excuse
School.
me, horror, supernatural. Yeah, this is our tier list, y'all. We did it. 350 movies. 100 of them in the
Wait, we have 100 and they haven't seen?
I don't think it's 100, but it's probably at least 80.
You know what? You know what this is going to make me want to do? This is going to make me want to make a list because because this really left out some heavy
It
hitters.
left out some bangers. It left out some bangers for nostalgia. It did. Yeah, my majority of this tier list, look, so if you look, there's a lot in our S and A and B, like there's a decent amount, but you go to to haven't seen, and I mean it's stacked. Majority of the tier list is haven't seen.
Wow. Yeah,
Like
Vanessa, I wrote that down. Vincenzo. I wrote it
like
down. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I know I don't like his cough either. Um,
I'm saying like it's so crazy. It's cause like I've been drinking tea. I ran out of cough drops, and I hate the fact that I've been streaming for the last like 2 weeks with this cough. Um, and it's like it's so stubborn. It is the most stubborn cough I've ever had. Like it just, I was getting my tea, and my tea helps for a little bit. I've been doing the tea. I have. I swear. I promise. I've been doing it. I've been putting honey in it. I've been putting what else? It's like scalding hot water. I've been burning my tongue. Um, I use the Lipton brand. I'm trying to use good brands. I'm doing what I can. It's just the cough is so daggone stubborn, man. I put vanilla extract in there for a little bit of the flavors.
mhm.
But yeah, my that's
Yeah,
that's
I'm gonna make a list of my own now. And
yeah. I mean, it's if you get on tier maker, just type in tier maker in the Google search, and you'll go to the website, and you can make your own tier super easily. But the thing is, you have to the tediousness in it is that you have to have another tab open of like Google Images and just be thinking of all the movies, type it in into Google Images, and put it in your tier list. You know what I mean? Like download the file, put it in your tier list. So it's a project. Like it's an actual project. It would take you like a full day to do it.
how do they get these things published online?
You can just go like make a template, and once you have the thing, like there's an actual how-to video right here to do it. Um, but yeah, as far as I know, like I know some people who do it, they go to make your own template. Some of them don't even publish them. Some of them just make the template and then make their own tier list so they can be the only ones who have it, which is kind of selfish. But yeah, so there's definitely the how-to video is probably the way I would go because I actually haven't had to post one, so I don't know the full ins and outs of how to post it. I just know how to make one.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to bed.
Yep, my mom's going to bed. I held her hostage for 3 hours, making a tier list. I'll probably do one more. I did a quick one, and I'll probably think of another one. But yeah, go ahead. Everybody say good night to mom. Thank you, Ma, for coming through and doing this. I hope to have you again sometime, maybe next week, to do our Disney one. That's
Yeah.
gonna be fun. And yeah, this is a lot of fun. So thank you again, and get you some sleep. Appreciate you.
Night. Bye, guys.
I love you, mama.
Love you.